Hi everybody, and welcome to a brand new, get it, brand new episode of Trip Around the Multiverse with hosts, the man who has been lonely for 4 years. Like, when I could just turn around and say, "Hi guys, remember me, Carl Charles."
And Kyle's most hated mutant, CY Chong.
Oh yeah, yes, yes. Gosh, so we are back, and we are reviewing the next chapter of the Spider-Man Marvel / Sony collaborations.
Well,
The
just
fourth
before we
one,
get into
series.
that, how many more movies do you reckon they're going to do with Tom Holland's Spider-Man?
Probably two, I reckon.
Two more,
Mm.
and then you're saying that they're going to pass the identity off to Miles Morales, and then maybe Tom Holland would make appearances in any Avengers crossovers.
Don't know.
Okay.
They just kill him off, if I'm honest.
Oh,
Or
they
retire
could do
him.
that. Good. But I reckon they'll just pass the mantle because they're going to be like,
Yeah, that's it.
money can be
Retire
made.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If we keep
So-
him alive and just like sort of retire him, we can bring him back when we need money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no
Yeah.
There's no issues to me for a 40-year-old Spider-Man because he's aging in real time.
Yeah, exactly. Because I kind of like in this, they kind of aged him a bit.
Yeah.
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 I mean, like, realistically speaking, he could still be a 50-year-old Spider-Man, and then you can have your Miles Morales be in, like, year 5 or something like that, maybe.
Ooh, that'd be weird. Yeah, but yeah, it could be up. Yeah, it could be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, brand new day. Yeah, we're talking about that. The fourth.
Yep, that's right.
So initial thoughts about the spoilers and stuff.
Not, yeah, exactly, non-spoiler thoughts, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, go on, go give you start,
What's
you start.
what's yours? I've got.
Oh, look, I do like that it's... Okay, there's no main villain in this per se. It's just
Yes.
like, this happens to be an adventure that's happening to Spider-Man within a specific time frame. you know?
Yeah. I kind of like that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it went, and it doesn't need, like, not every move, well, not, I say not, but so far they've had, like, lead bad guys in Spider-Man movies, right? So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's a break. It's a nice break not to have a familiar or unfamiliar character, whatever. Just doing stuff that's happening day to day life, essentially.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I enjoyed that.
So it's a nice little switch up. Whether to say, you know, this is a Spider-Man film,
Yeah.
but just is like, let's just say the massive adventures happen here or there or whatever, right, during the month or whatever it is, and this is it's just like a low stakes week,
Yes.
which then becomes a bit higher stakes, but it's, you know, it's not like I say it's a relaxer week, but
Yeah.
for the past 4 years they give you what
Yeah.
I say the character's gone through, so it's kind of a bit wavy.
Mm.
But yeah, and it's just an adventure just happens to be happening at this particular time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like kind of same. I kind of same. I like this sort of different. It was, I want to say low stakes because it kind of is, but kind of isn't. Rather than this person's planning to blow up the whole of insert city
Exactly.
whatever.
Or there's
So
a
I
big
kind of-
robbery happening or something. It's just yeah.
Yeah.
He just walks into something and then other stuff happens and then like
Yeah.
all right.
So I can't. Like, I kind of like that. I kind of liked all the sort. I didn't watch any trailers, but all like the adverts and stuff. I kind of seen like posters. Kind of when you watch this, kind of misleading. Like, oh, okay, it doesn't happen in this sort of order, or this doesn't happen because you know what I mean. So I was like, okay, I kind of enjoyed
And
that.
as me and you do, we watch the trailers afterwards. So then we're
Yeah.
like, what are they cutting out of context, or what do they tease, or what is the scene that wasn't there when we watched the movie? Because sometimes they cut these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
So,
one of the sort of things is people thought it was alluding to a certain character turning up, say a man without fear, no spoilers there, turning up, and I kind of like how it didn't really happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But as far as the story went, What was your opinion on it?
I like the story. Even when a major plot point happens, I kind of groaned, but then I still enjoyed the story.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you might know what I'm talking about.
There's certain things that in the movie, well, it could be multiple things in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, I look, when I say you've grown about, I mean like there's multiple points in the movie where not that's a negative or anything, but I could feel this is predictable, or maybe this is obvious, or something like that. But there's some things where I was like, oh, maybe it isn't this, and then
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
I thought when we get to it in the spoiler section, I'll throw
Yeah.
you an idea I had during actually when things are starting to ramp up a little bit, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, are they doing a different take on this character?
Yeah.
And then you can tell me whether your thoughts as to it as we start breaking down the movie when we go there.
Yeah. All right. We can
But
do that. We can do that.
but yes, this is I say low enough stakes but high enough threat.
Yes.
The best way to put it.
You know, it was quite entertaining.
And there's many characters in it where we will not go in say spoilers as well.
Yeah.
But do you think they had a place there, or do you think they were like written in, and another character could have taken their place?
Yes and no, but when we get to it, before I'll
Okay.
give more insight into those. But I did like the returning cast coming back. Even that sounds a bit stupid, but yeah, I did. I enjoy MJ now. At first I was kind of on the fence with her. I've kind of got into it. Ned, I like Ned as a character. I don't even think, while I was watching this, right, I just kept looking. I don't know what it is. I was like, he looks like, look, if The Rock had a chubbier face, he could be The Rock. I don't know what it is. Even though I know he's Filipino and The Rock's half Samoan, half black. I was like, I don't know, something about it. And I think how he speaks, kind of, I feel like that's The Rock. You know when The Rock, like, have you ever seen Jumanji?
You're not talking about the original Jumanji?
No, the newer ones with The Rock and it.
Yeah.
When he's acting when he switches body and he has that child in him, he kind of sounds like Ned in a way.
Okay,
I was like, that's probably why I was like, oh, okay. Well, you mean being weird? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
As we know, Ned is not Ned. Ned is Genki.
Yeah, exactly.
Miles is not in it, so
Yeah.
we forget that.
Yeah.
I think it made sense to follow. I mean, what they could have done is just be like, okay, we'll have a whole new cast of characters.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, it'd be a missed opportunity to not follow up on some of the stuff that they had set up previously. And I do like that they mention some of the stuff that happened before.
Yeah.
They don't gloss it. They don't pretend it doesn't happen, but they're like, okay, so this is gets a mention here and there, of previous adventure stuff.
And I did like.
And there's a key component as well that they had to bring back.
Yeah.
And I did like that there were not predictable outcomes.
Yes. Because they kind of make a joke about it, or someone makes a joke about it. I'm like, that's true, isn't it? It'd be kind of stupid if they did that.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
No, that I like that. Yeah, and I did like how they kind of glossed around certain bits to explain the mind wipe sort of thing. So I'm like, okay, yeah. Because they could easily said those situations didn't happen. You know what I mean? Normally, it kind of done that.
Or they could have done if it in the comics where he takes off his mask, right?
Yeah.
And then all the people that did forget in the comics
They're
suddenly remember when they see his face.
Even though that would cause brain aneurysm, probably, but yeah. yeah. Which I like. They can do that. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. What did you think of the Spider-Man costume?
It grew on me. Cause
it's very bright, but in some areas where it's like a low lighting, it's like, okay, it stands out.
Yeah. Because, the one you see at the end of No Way Home, it was kind of the same, but the blue was kind of brighter.
Yeah, and I think the one at the end of No Way Home seemed to be like a more reflective material.
Yeah. like in what was it? When Spider-Man became rich, like a couple of years ago, and he had this, was it Peter Industry and stuff like that. And he had that sort of costume, that's kind of shiny, but it was the same spot. Yeah, kind of gave me that vibe.
Oh yeah, yeah, because he had Park Industries also when where Otto Octavius took him over. So I was waiting for you to clarify which part when he get rich and go bust as well.
Yeah, after part. Yeah, when he gets conscious back, he's still got the thing. Yeah, and it was. I think what else.
It was a good costume.
Good story.
I thought, good design. It looked like it was a bit tight on the skin tight though. I'm like, obviously it's not meant to be armored. It's meant to look like Lycra. How is it meant to sit on his physical form?
Yeah.
Not like, for example, the Henry Cavill Superman suit, which was like, okay, now it looks like it's made of thick material.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, how can we see the veins in his arms, his biceps, and stuff, his six pack? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
I mean, like this costume looks like it's meant to be skin tight as per the comics, right?
Yeah.
We're still not seeing that tight and musculature on the guy. Anyways, I was like, I thought it might have been made of like a little bit more thicker material to be. Not bulletproof per se, but impact resistant to a certain degree.
To a certain degree, but then it wouldn't. It's gonna sound dumb. Make kind of sense because, like, the costume before, because obviously it was made by Stark. It had Stark Tech and stuff. Yeah. And because he ain't got none anymore, it kind of makes sense for it to not. But I get what you mean.
Yeah. I just thought it like because I'd say the visual effects for the costume has gotten much better because, as we can know from. Captain America Civil War or Spider-Man Homecoming, where it was tight, but it just looked like wrinkle-free CG on it.
Yeah.
Whereas this looked like not necessarily looser, but there's like ripples and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man costume had a certain thickness about it as well, but it also like when he's diving through the city.
Yeah, you saw all that ripples and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, what's that material made out of? But apparently, I see.
Yeah.
Supposedly, is all the Spider-Man costumes, live-action Spider-Man costumes so far, supposed to be made of like nylon, lycra, or whatever it is? Because I'm like, I'm sure, we've seen wrestlers.
Yeah.
So we're like, we know how that material fits on the body.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. But if you're telling me it's meant to be super thin material, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, make it make sense in it.
I mean, it's just that we know that like Daredevil's costume in his own series, it's not meant to be skin tight. It's meant to be some sort of armor.
Yeah,
padding
and stuff.
Yeah. So you can see as Bill. Oh, unless he's wearing the black costume, not Spider-Man. I mean, Daredevil in that case. Yeah. Where you still see it's tight on Charlie Cox's body, and he's beefy guy, right? But you can see the Daredevil suit. The Daredevil suit is meant to be, it takes some damage and still leave the guy inside able to do stuff.
And move like maneuverable.
Yeah. So I was like, that's why I was like, what? Okay, here's the thing, right? Black Panther costume. Is made of vibranium, so it's one of those things where it's like, okay, the costumes are tight, but are they made of special material that blah blah blah, this the other, as we were saying about Fantastic Four as well, where it's unstable molecules, so they can whatever with their powers.
Yeah, adjust their powers up. Okay, all right, sure. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering about the Spider-Man costume, but I guess it looks like it's just made of whatever machine printing thing that Peter Parker's using to make it.
Yeah, he's 3D material print or whatever it is,
Yeah. I never knew that you could just program costumes on a 3D printer to print it. But if you say so.
I guess that's what he inherited from Stark, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, well, did he inherit it? Did he steal it because he doesn't have access to it before? Or because Spider-Man is an Avenger, he has access to Avengers level stuff, and then when he just walks out of the Avengers tower with it, they're like, alright, Spider-Man, we trust you.
Yeah, we trust you, Iron Man said good things about you. We think,
Yeah. Back in the day when we thought we know you, but like Edge.
Yeah, you think you know him? He did. Well, but did he? I don't know.
Yeah. So, but it's a cool adventure story. I thought there was certain threads that they were going to have go to certain points with, but they never did.
Yeah.
And then there were some things where I was like, "Oh, don't tell me he's the creator of X, whatever it is, item." Because I was like, "Oh, that's a bit." I mean, like some changes we can allow for, like Tony Stark made Ultron, fine.
Yeah, which when you think about it, in comic books now, it actually would make more sense than Hank Pym. But
exactly. That you can, and some other changes where you're like, okay, this makes a bit sense in the MCU, right? Whether it's comics accurate or whatever, right? But the characters they have at the time or whatever they need to go, fair enough, But I was like, is this particular item going to be a Peter Parker creation? Because I'm like, I hope that's a bit.
Be weird if it is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird creative choice. You sort of figured it.
Any particular strings that you thought? Because we might be thinking of the same thing that we're like maybe they should have went a bit more in a particular direction.
Not really. I can think of. I can think of at the moment, but
were you expecting some guest appearances?
I was reluctantly expecting one, but I kind of glad it didn't happen.
One?
So, yeah.
Oh, not a bunch, just one.
just one, because I couldn't think of anyone else who would appear in this film. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
well, we wait till so you'll reveal there, because I might there's more because there's multiple people that I might think that you're thinking of, only because Avengers Doomsday is the next one.
Around the corner.
Yeah. I do like. Okay, they have an after credits.
Yeah.
But it's a troll one. And I have to applaud them for it. I was like, yeah, okay.
Is it a troll one?
Well, let me just say, if you waited 10 minutes for the after credits, and you saw that, I had one guy by cinema and go, "Is that it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess it is."
Yeah. But he's saying that, right? When the film finished, in my showing, people started clapping. I was like, okay, I did like the film, but I'm not going to clap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not one of them. Okay, not to say, because people do clap after the film, right?
Yeah.
And some people get really hype at certain moments as well.
Yeah.
Like when Captain America beating up Thanos with Thor's
picked
family.
up Maynor or something. Maynor, yeah.
Yeah. And that people huddling and cheering. Like, yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that, right? Yeah, I get it. And like that kind of makes sense to me because in Endgame was kind of like a build, the crescendo to the whole thing in it. And like if people clap the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, it would make sense to me because the end of the trilogy, right?
Yeah.
But in this one, like, wait, it's just the start of why are we clapping? I don't know. Yeah,
I do like it though when there's. This didn't happen in my cinema, but I do like it when there's like a character reveal or plot twist or something, and you hear people all in the audience going like that.
In my one,
it's like, well, that means whoever wrote that, like and they got the audience script so much, they followed it hard, and they were like, ooh.
Yeah, it's like when Matt Murdock turned up in No Way Home.
Yeah. Oh.
In my screen, they were like, wow, like, oh, cool.
Yeah. In my screening, I think I was like. That's it. It's like some people knew, some people didn't, and some Yeah,
a lot of people were like, oh. But in this one, with my screening, when a certain character turns up, a lot of people heard me go, ugh. And I was like, oh, that's a bit too loud.
Okay, which character would that be?
Oh, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Okay. So you
someone
right, okay.
I'm known for hate. I'm known for hating.
Yeah. The character that I meant from the very beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Audible groan.
Have you seen? Okay. Do I say it now? Do I say it up? Okay. Let me put it this way, right? And it's not squad. So have you seen the have you seen the interviews with Sadie Sink?
I've seen no, I haven't. I'd just stay away from it just in case.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. When you watch these interviews, you go and watch them afterwards. Yeah. When you go to watch these interviews, and they ask her, who's she playing?
Yeah. What is she
all you get is this. All you get is nothing.
I like that.
She's like, I can't say. I can't speak about that. Like, what's the point of having her?
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny because you got all the cast, you got the cast members, yeah, like John Bernthal and whatever, and Mark Ruffalo, whatever, like all those people, yeah. Let's say Scorpion or whoever.
Yeah.
And then they ask him about their character or whatever, and then when they ask her, she's like, I can't say. So like, what's the? I get it.
Being there. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the other thing, right?
Yeah.
If she can't say anything, she's only there to fill a seat.
Yeah.
I know she's important in the context of the film, but pre-film, if she can't say anything, why is she there?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'd be, but the thing is, obviously, it's going to be a bit silly to do interviews her to promote the film.
Yeah.
When the film's already out, so they're stuck in a catch-22.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, all she can really say is, "I'm in the film." And go watch the film.
Yeah, I enjoyed filming it and go and watch film.
Yeah. I met these guys. It's like, okay, the Vegas, non-vague stuff that you can say.
Things you can say without being rude. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I was in the film.
You know, you can't even say it. By the way, I know I maybe I shouldn't be here.
Yeah. Because
they want to keep my, I'm on the download, but at the same time, I'm contracted to be here, so. I'm in the film. What can I say otherwise? Which is really odd because you know when Marvel usually asks people, people that are playing Marvel characters are usually in these films, like Andrew Garfield and Daphne Keane.
Yeah.
And they ask them, "Oh yeah, are you in this film?" And they basically just say they just no sell it.
Yeah, like wait, what?
Yeah, who?
Didn't even know I didn't even know they was filming this. Okay, sure.
Yeah. They haven't contacted me. Which I think. More people should do, actually, just for the troll of it just now, because it's like, yeah.
Like,
I'm enjoying the dodge, and sometimes they are like they asked Charlie Cox if he was in the film, and he gave one of them answers where you were like, is he or isn't he?
Yeah. Like...
So, and I'm like, all right, well, we at this point we don't know who we can trust because the Marvel NDAs are in action, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to mess with Disney, you know.
Yeah. I mean, whatever money they're paying you to be in these films or not be in these films.
Yeah.
And then potential sequel money or whatever, right? Yeah. Of course, you're gonna just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're like Mark Ruffalo, who just
lets things out by accident.
Yeah. Or Tom Holland himself, but he seems to be getting much better on that.
Yeah, he's older now, isn't it?
Yeah. He probably knows how much money is gonna
on the table
not be in his bank account if something comes out.
Well, it's probably something in his contract like. If you spoil anything, this amount of money comes out each time you do it. Like, okay, I don't want that.
Yeah.
That's what I'll put.
Or they put him with the right people for the interviews.
Yeah.
Where they'll stop him. Because sometimes in these interviews, you see like their publicity agent or something like they tap the actor.
Yeah. Like. Or someone's off screen.
Yeah. Well, it's not as blatant as what you just did, the cutthroat gesture. Yeah. But sometimes there's a little tap or a little prod. Just be like, on watch. Yeah, exactly. Anyways. You enjoyed the film?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. And certain characters did not take away from your enjoyment of the film.
No, certain characters, even that I was like, you know what? I'm okay with it, but still, why?
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I enjoyed the film. Like I said, it's more of a slice of life film.
Yes. Very slice of life.
Which sometimes I think they should do more of, but the problem is with a big budget film, you expect a bit more action and adventure. Like in one of the, like Wonder Man was like a more of a slice of life series.
Yeah. But you heard about Wonder Man, right?
What happened?
They cancelled season 2.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Stupid, right? But
yeah.
Their freshest TV show.
Yeah.
The freshest property they had, and they're like, okay, let's just cancel it after 10 minutes.
How unfortunate. I did like that show. I guess. I guess that sometimes the slice of life doesn't bring in the ratings. I don't know.
But I'm hoping it's like they've cancelled Wonder Man, but it's gonna be they've named it something else. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I
hope, but who knows?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So hey.
Yeah. Maybe they gender swap and it could be Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Oh no. Or maybe that's why they changed it. People thought it was somehow related to Wonder Woman. So like, okay, we'll change the name to Simon and Trevor. I don't know.
Yeah. Cy and Trev.
Yeah.
The road adventure.
Yeah, you're great. Oh.
But yeah. So I enjoyed this film.
Yes.
Some characters in this film I was like, oh, how are they gonna do that?
Yeah.
But yeah, they were absolutely fine. I wasn't kind of expecting too many characters, but then because they got Avengers Doomsday coming up and all that, that film's gonna have all the everyone.
Yeah, that and
as much as they can, right?
Yeah, that.
So I was like, okay, fair enough. And I'm there sitting down going, if people make appearances, they make appearances, and if they don't, they don't. I'm not expecting specifically, certain characters.
Yeah.
I'm not like traveling on the internet going, oh yeah, this character must be this character because of this and that.
This and that.
Because as we know, we just mentioned Wonder Man. He's a white guy in the comics.
Yeah.
He's black in the TV series, so they can change the I say the ethnicity, or even sometimes they gender swap and make the female names or the male names depending on the character or whatever.
Yeah.
So you don't know with Marvel. I say that in all like their level of secrecy or whoever they're casting, it could be a familiar character,
just something different,
just wrapped up in a different
different way
trappings.
Yeah, which is kind of creative sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so on to actual spoilers. First of all, we were saying thumbs up, yeah? You're saying thumbs up, I'm saying thumbs up. Double thumbs up?
Double thumbs up.
Yeah, people go watch it, yeah?
Yes, go watch it.
Yeah, I thought, because not watching the trailers, but hearing the separate threads that were going through, I was like, oh, there's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah.
But there's one main story, side bits that facilitate it, and then you got the more tertiary stuff, which is just happening.
Yeah.
On the outer rim.
Yeah.
As the main plot is going on. So okay. It's like yeah. I thought some characters going to be in there, it like have more screen time. But no, and that's fine.
Yeah, and that's why.
Because then it just it does get overstuffed.
Yeah. Yes, that is. I agree with that. So we know spoiler in now.
Yeah. Go on.
That's the thing. Okay, we can go. Cool. All right. So
yeah.
Like, should I just say? Actually, we kind of talk about. We'll get to the character that.
Yeah. The character for now. Yeah. We'll just call it
the character. But yeah, I liked like how it kind of starts with him kind of filling us in with what's happened in the last 4 years. And I did like how it's been 4 years rather than like it's like this is basically set off the last one. Okay.
Yeah. So he reads his letter that he wrote to MJ at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, which is relevant.
Yeah.
And then they show Ned and MJ going to MIT, like starting the year in MIT, and I was like, wait a minute, because they've aged. The actors have aged at a certain point, so they can't say this happens like within a year, or 6 months after No Way Home. Yeah. But I'm glad then they basically the next bit was basically we graduated from MIT. I'm like, oh okay, because that'd be a certain amount of years, and they now are relative to their actor's age, or whatever. Yeah, but they're definitely not like 10 years younger than what they're supposed to be. Yeah,
so I was quite happy about that. Like, thank God for that. They've aged them up. So I like that, and then how they showed what was it? Tombstone. I was like, okay, cool. Your Tombstone, and it was. For some reason, I was thinking Boomerang, but it wasn't Boomerang. No, that was a theory, innit?
So there was Scorpion there.
Yeah.
There was Boomerang. There was Tarantula, and there was Tombstone.
Oh, because I was like, I'll say I was like 2 minutes. I thought I was like 2 minutes late to seeing it, but because I saw him holding up what's his face? Tombstone off the building, and the building was like how long, and then okay, I didn't see the other two. Okay.
Yeah, very quick. It's very quick. Like literally, if you blinked, you might have
you missed it.
Yeah. If you turned left or right or something like that, like if you're not paying attention to the screen, you could have completely missed the other two. Which I'm like, maybe I'm thinking Boomerang didn't make an appearance. Maybe did that. Definitely Tarantula was there.
Okay, yeah, I missed
but they were on screen so little, and they never came back. There was like
okay.
Yeah. Because I thought it was going to be a Lethal Foes to Spider-Man situation where all these guys get together to do their version of the Sinister Six or whatever it is. Yeah.
Okay, I
Which I'm not really saddened about, but at the same time,
yeah,
I was like, these are lower tier enemies, and they would have been pushed to the side anyways for the story.
yeah.
Though Boomerang being his roommate, like in the comics, that could have been something they could have done on the side.
And then I totally missed that. And then what was the other one? And the hand. I was like, okay. And that's why I thought somehow, because of people's speculation, like, yeah, Daredevil's going to turn up in it. And then it makes no sense now when you think about it.
Well, no,
especially when it happens, it would make no sense.
But in the trailers, well, see, here's the thing. Do I spoil whatever? Look, there's the hand in the trailers, and there's a prison cell in the trailers.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man's fighting ninjas in
yeah.
there. So then people assume, because at the end of Daredevil season 3, he's in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they started making that in stories.
Yeah.
Of why the hand would attack. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, that didn't happen. But yes, so he fights the hand as well. I'm like, okay, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought that's pretty cool. And then and then they get arrested and all that stuff. And kind of like, and then you find out like, New York loves Spider-Man now. He's got the key to the city. But you see, so basically his Spider-Man life's all great. But then you kind of see his Peter Parker life, and it's like, oh, he's just alone.
Yeah.
And when someone tries to make friends with him,
sorry, just to interrupt you there, right?
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, where's J. Jonah Jameson to start cutting promos about Spider-Man?
Yeah.
He's just like up and disappeared.
Yeah, off that one film, innit?
Yeah.
Maybe he's dead?
I don't know, you would have thought that he would be like, I don't buy all this nonsense about Spider-Man, stuff like that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And then
Mask Menace, blah blah blah.
Yeah, Mask Menace, blah blah blah. Yeah. And you did see the bit when he someone was trying to make friends. Oh yeah, we live on the same floor. It's like, oh okay. So then he moves to another room, to another level.
No,
I
thought that girl was going to make
another appearance
later on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, as in, it was a set up for a joke, and then there was no punchline.
Yeah. But no, it's just literally, boom. He got another room.
I don't think it's the same girl that makes the appearance in the lift later on, right?
No, that's what I thought as well, but no, it's not. It's not. That'd be interesting for Odd. Yeah. So then,
sorry, you were saying. So his spider. Yes. It's not the Clone Saga where he's like, oh, I'm just a spider. I'm not Peter Parker anymore. None of that stuff.
No.
He's not having the greatest life, no, but he and his Spider-Man life is better than his Peter Parker life.
Yeah.
Which is usual for the comics.
Yeah.
And then, alarms are going off for the latest robbery, break-in, or whatever it is. Crime is happening. Like when the Spider-Man the game, the 2018 game.
Yeah.
Except that it's not Yuri. It's
Janet DeWolf.
Jean DeWolf.
Yeah,
is it Janet DeWolf here?
No, I think you're right. Jean DeWolf.
Yeah. And I was like, someone like me, who knows the Spider-Man lore from the 80s, is like, oh, that's a throwback.
He's like, oh, then you remember she's gonna die.
So are we thinking the Sin Eater is gonna make an appearance later on?
Yeah, you never know.
Just imagine that. Then they got Sin's past and all that stuff.
Yeah, you're like, nah, I don't want to touch that. And then why this is going on?
So when you heard Jean DeWolf, were you like, oh, okay? Or were you like, oh, right, they've just plucked a name and started using it as a character, which they kind of did.
Yeah, I was like, okay, they kind of going into not that direction, but okay, they actually makes sense of him that to be his police contact.
Yeah.
Because doesn't Yuri Watanabe come later,
right? Depending on if we're basing on the games or the comics or whatever, but it's just like what I mean is just his police contact character, because there's been a few that he's had, a few characters that Spider-Man's had as police contacts. George Stacy, kind of. Yeah. There was this during the J. Michael Straczynski run. He had someone who was also his police contact as well. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, Jean DeWolf, why not? What are you gonna do with her? Whatever you say, you're gonna find with her. Might as well just.
Yeah. So I kind of like that.
Yeah.
And
And she was like a Aunt May kind of substitute, but not
yeah,
really.
that's what I kind of saw as well. But okay, yeah, at least he has like an old. That's gonna sound really weird, like a motherly figure in a way, because she kind of like when they're talking, you see that she like cares about him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that's quite nice.
Well, yeah, I like the take that they had on it.
Yeah.
Because she's talked to her kids at the same time talking to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So whatever, somehow they had a friendship they've built over the past 4 years, and they just like leave it at that. That's what it is. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. She's got kids that she's looking after, and he's like he's like needing a more, I say, motherly figure because he hasn't. And they kind of like, yeah, okay,
yeah. So I was like,
fine,
that's cool.
Just like we would say, classic 616 MJ and Peter Parker were both looking for families they wanted to be together.
Yeah.
Part of, and then stupid stuff happens in comics because that's
of course, you know.
So. Anyways,
yeah. And then while all that's going on, you keep seeing him like watching he's basically keeping tabs on MJ and Ned, like through their partying day and stuff like that, and it's making him sad. Like, oh, I wish I could be there with you. So he's kind of living with them vicariously through like TikTok or whatever it is. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I'm trying to think what happens after that.
So
I'm not missing
the truck.
Yeah, that's
yeah. So Spider-Man ends up because there's an alert as a crime is happening, which is a truck is driving through traffic. Yeah. Trying to get to a certain location. Damage control is what it's going for. Yeah. Straight line, kind of ish.
Yeah. But before that, when he's on the phone to the Wolf, she's like, "Oh, have you got your headaches checked out?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it." So that's kind of the first inklings of the other sort of plot line in this. Like, oh, okay, that's a weird thing. But not weird things, but like, okay, that's interesting. He's got headaches. It's stress headaches. But that's what you want to know.
So he's chasing this truck, and then he kind of double drop kicks the gun off it, so it doesn't do any damage to civilians, right? Yeah. And then as he's trying to open it up, he has a spider sense because some missile flies at him. I'm like, oh, another villain? This guy's got backup. No, it turns out so that missile explodes. Peter jumps off. He spins around, and you see a big like a black van. And then when he lands on it, he's like turning around. He's like, Frank, and I'm like, yes, of course it would be him.
Yeah, and he's
causing just about as much damage as the criminals he's chasing.
Yep. And he's battle tank. Was it called battle tank in it or battle cop? Whatever it is,
I don't know, but I tell you what, it's funny as well because he's got that windscreen and they've got a little open section like a doggy flap. Right? They can poke guns out of it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I was like, smart man. I was like, okay, smart man. Because that's smart.
So then he tries to shoot. He's like, get out of the way, kid. And then Peter's like, look, Frank, get out of here. I saved your life. You owe me. And it's like, why do you keep on referencing that? Why are you using that against before? Get out of the way before I shoot you. So
call it a favor.
Webs up his gun, throws it away, and then Punish pulls out another gun, right? And Peter's like, Spider-Man's like, do we have to do this again? And so he webs up the gun, and then Punisher's like, I'm gonna fire it anyways because it's a non-lethal round apparently. Yeah, a blaster gun. I don't know.
It feels like a beanbag or something because it hit him when flying. Yeah,
exactly. Except that I say you say a beanbag, and I'm like, I don't know because Fast and Furious 8, where Rock got hit by beanbags. At close range, and he knows that he just stood still. So apparently, the Rock does have the mutant powers of being able to turn himself into a rock. Yeah. Or maybe Punisher's beanbags are more potent because if Spider-Man's got the ability to stick to stuff. Yeah. And this beanbag launches him regardless.
Or you also remember, right? The Rock has that written in his contract, so
What? No. The Rock. You're saying he can't lose a fight, right? But that's not saying that Rock can't no-sell beanbag. That's like even a gun can't lose a fight to the Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rock can't lose a fight to a gun. That's what you're saying.
Yep, pretty much.
Well, and let me just clarify. It's only in that franchise where Vin Diesel and Jason Statham also can't lose. So
yeah.
Yeah. And now the three of them. Rock's got beaten by both of them.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, so then after that...
Okay. After that wild tangent. Go on. Yeah, go
on. Spider-Man does his like slingshot thing and kicks Frank out of his battle tank. battle car, sorry. And he's like, ah. So then Spider-Man carries on chase, and the armored tank gets to its destination, but Spider-Man stops it, kind of, and it breaks through the walls, and then he opens the I'll say shed gate with a door, and it's some old woman, and he's like, "Hey, Spider-Man, you caught me." He's like, "Wait, do I know you?" And then she just like jumps forward, and it's like, "Okay, where am I? Where am I?" And everyone's like, "Wait, what?" And that's when Spider-Man kind of cottons on, like, "Wait, something is controlling these people." So that thing.
So he, I was going to say, because he uses his spider sense, and he then like before, like it jumps into a guard and he webs the guard's feet up, but he kind of knew where it was going before that. And it was similar to Spider-Man No Way Home, where he realized the Green Goblin is possessing the Green Goblin personality is possessing Norman. So I was like, okay, the spider sense tracking the possession jumping does make sense, because you set context before in the previous movies. And it did as well. I don't know what kind of actors or maybe mimes or whatever they did to get it to do in those sequences where people are getting possessed and then depossessed, and they just kind of do the twitch and the flop and whatever it is.
Which I thought was a nice idea. Okay. So then it keeps jumping, and Spider-Man's like, "Okay, everyone get out of here. I've got to chase this thing," and it keeps This, we don't know what it is. Is it a ghost? I don't know. We don't know at this point. It keeps jumping and jumping. And it's there to... Sorry, also forgot, And the reason why it came there, because Scorpion is getting transferred from one prison to Supermax prison. And so everyone thinks he's there. This thing's there to free him, so it's working with Scorpion. So does what it does. It gets to the top of the building with a helicopter, because they had a heli transporting in there, and then it jumps into one of the guards. Like, okay, no, we need to fly him to Belleville instead. That's captain's orders. Okay, cool, we'll fly him there. So then the helicopter flies off, and Spider-Man's like, "Hey, no, it's gone. What do I do?" And then the ghost thing, his possessed person's like, "Ha, Spider-Man, you're gonna have to catch me." It jumps off the building. Is it this bit? Jumps the building, and Spider-Man catches it, and then the entity leaves the person's body, and he's like, "Spider-Man, what am I doing here? I would never hurt you. I love you." And Spider-Man's like, "Oh, okay, that's."
He tries to jump into Spider-Man first.
That's it. And he can't do it because
he thought,
and that's it.
In your opinion, and this is, and I was believing my opinion, but why do you think at that point that the entity could not possess Spider-Man?
Couldn't jump into Spider-Man. I think it's got something to do with what's going on with Spider-Man.
Okay, you think that, right? I thought, the Doctor Strange spell. Has affected people's minds, and obviously not his mind. So there's a disconnect somewhere that is not exactly a shield, but it's like in its own bubble. To a certain degree. But yes, it could have been part of the other thing as well.
I could buy both of them. That kind of makes more sense to me as well. Okay.
And this is the other point, right? Like you're saying, right? The entity jumped around and stuff, and I was like, at this point, I was like, oh, are they going to do the chameleon? Because this is a unique way of doing that.
But then, how would that work?
As in, he doesn't do the mask or stuff like that, right? Because
so his powers, they changed his powers a bit, so he's kind of like, okay,
it's body hopping as to blend in.
Okay, no, mate. Okay, I get that.
Have you seen that film Fallen with Denzel Washington?
No.
Okay, watch that film after this, yeah?
Okay.
I'll maybe I'll find out where I can we can watch it online, yeah. But you'll see after, this is another film about demon body hopping and stuff like that, and let me just note that down for you to find for you to watch while you continue the recap. But actually, hold on. So would you have thought? Because it's not the chameleon spoiler, right? But would you have thought it would have been a unique take if it was the chameleon?
Yeah, because they can technically use a chameleon at this point because they're not using them anymore because of the Craven.
Oh yeah, because different universe.
That would have been a cool,
yeah.
been a cool way. Yeah.
It's not like, for example, when they used Riddler as a serial killer, and I'm like, oh please, that's just. Yeah, I don't want to say it's the most obvious thing, but it's the plainest thing. It's like Riddler's whole point is that he's got an ego problem, you know?
Yeah, you could just
I'm smarter than you. And yeah. If they did him as because there was a fan film, Dark Knight Puppet Master, and he was a police profiler.
Yeah.
I could buy that.
Yeah, I could buy that, yeah, rather than, serial killer.
A corrupt one as well, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that version of Riddler at all. No.
Anyways, sorry, you were saying.
I forgot what I was saying. So then,
we were saying that, yeah.
What happens after that? And then, so then then Spider-Man's like, he says to someone that he thinks it might be body hopping, or it's something.
He speaks to the Oh no! I'm thinking afterwards.
He speaks to someone.
I'm thinking of something afterwards. Yeah.
Oh, and he goes, I think I know what it is, but I need to go and speak to someone. When this part happened, I was thinking, who's he going to speak to?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because there's many a character.
Yeah.
There's many characters that he could have spoken to about this, and I thought maybe he's going to speak to Doctor Strange.
Yes, well, I thought as well.
Not.
Like, okay, no.
Yeah.
Because Strange won't remember who he is either, but yeah. So then I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then...
Which is funny... sorry, not to...
No,
we forgot to mention completely that... not when the credits are happening, but when the Marvel Studios logo is happening. And it's got script bits saying about the Mind Wipe and all that stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. That's... Because it starts like normal, and then everything is Peter Parker, and I would have been like... It would have been more hilarious to me if all the Peter Parker bits just started fading away.
Yeah, or it had like image retracted, something like that. Like,
yeah.
That'd be quite funny. Like, or footage missing. Yeah, that'd have been quite hilarious.
But yes, he goes to his contact, which turns out to be. Wait, so his contact tells him to meet him at a certain address, which he goes to, and he's still in costume. They throw a towel at him, speaking a foreign language, and he's like, right, okay, and then
I think I understood that.
just go in. So they just no-sell him in his costume apparently.
Yeah, because New York love him at this point, so he just no-sell him.
Yeah,
which was hilarious. And then he walks into like a big bath.
Yeah,
and then
I want to say a Turkish bathhouse, but.
Might be, or like a Romanian. It was some sort of foreign bathhouse, and then we see everyone's favorite White. I still think she's White Widow, but apparently she's a Black Widow now.
By the way, I thought you were just going to before you finished saying White Widow. When I just said everyone's favorite white, and I was like, oh, where are you going here?
I was say everyone's favorite white woman, because that'd have been weird. Wasn't it?
Yeah. I was like, oh. Maybe
Weird thing to say. Weird way to put it. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, so, and it's Ileana, and then she's like, come into my office. He's like, wait, this is your office? And he thought she was joking. He's like, no, this is my office. And he's like, oh. And he tried to talk to her. You need to get undressed. It's like, what? So I know you're not wearing weapons, or. I know you're a real person, sort of thing. So it's like, oh, really? It's like, yeah. So I was actually quite happy he did this, because it's like a gag to the comics and stuff, in it, where he gets changed and he just comes out wearing his swimming trunks and his mask, and she's like, really gonna do this? Like,
I thought it was gonna be really, really odd as well. So he comes out in his towel, right? And the camera's low to where Yelena's already in the tub. And you see the ledge of the pool, right? So when Spider-Man starts sitting lower down, he takes the towel off and he starts coming further down. I was like, I think is it okay?
Yeah.
How much of his backside are we going to be showing?
Yeah.
And then when he comes down further, he's got his boxers on. I was like, okay, it's a little gag. They're not going that far. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, thank God for that. And then she's like, so you're ready to wear a mask? And Paul's like, yeah. It's like, okay. And then they just have a conversation. And this is where he's like, I need your help with... Well, he basically explains to her all that stuff. She goes, yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, oh, okay. And he's like, okay, well, I've got contacts. I'll get you information, blah, blah, blah. And this is your kind of... Because basically, I think he's trying to palm it off to her. She's like, no. You... Like, I do big potato stuff. You little potato. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, I'm a new Avenger. I got bigger things to worry about than this so-called ghost. So, this is all you. It's like, okay.
Which, by the way, is kind of funny to me because when you look at the new Avengers, it's a spy, 3 super soldiers, and someone who uses tech. Spider-Man could take all five of them at the same time.
Yeah. Actually, could he take the Winter Soldier and...
Yeah.
He's I don't know.
Like raw power.
Raw power,
he could
but
be all 3 of them at the same
they're
time.
like military trained, so
Even the enhanced MCU super soldier versions, like if he just punched full power, but if he knows who he's dealing with, and they can take a Spider-Man punch.
Yeah,
then they'll go flying.
I still think at his age and stuff, I don't know if he could. Maybe like a bit older, he probably could. But you forget, like Bucky's like 100 years old and like has.
Oh yeah. Well, he hasn't been living continuously for 100 years. That's a bit of a.
But still, he's more like combat trained than Spider-Man.
Yeah, but Winter Soldier is the version of Bucky that is relentless. Bucky Barnes, on the other hand, is fighting against that programming. Therefore, he's less potent.
Oh, okay then. Well, John Walker, he just doesn't care. So yeah, he could probably.
Actually, John Walker here, after the new Avengers adventure, is a bit more of a quivering person.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but I still think it takes Spider-Man. Yeah. Well, anyways, back to the story. So so he leaves and goes back to his home of residence. That's the place. Yep. And this is where he has the first incident, right? Where he's like starts having headaches, isn't it? And he's like, "Wait, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on?" And actually, no. Wait, that's one other thing. I forgot to mention. Doesn't the guy say to him back on the building? Doesn't he say something about Max V?
Oh, okay. So
VMAX,
Yelena says something to him about VMAX. So then Spider-Man goes to damage control.
Yeah.
And where they start scanning him, for spider DNA, like because they need because there's a telepath now, or like a mental possession person or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So they have to do scans to make sure the person is the person.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, well, okay, we've verified you're physically Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to take off the mask.
Because
we have to know who's coming in and out of the building, which doesn't really help against the telepath because they possess whoever it is anyway. But regardless, but they could do the checks apparently to make sure that you're not being possessed. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And then the dude from damage control, they take off the mask, they put out the guns, and they're like, hold on, I'm Spider-Man, I cannot take off this mask because I don't want you to know who I am. Then you get the guy who's the
head
running
of
the operations.
Yeah. Bill.
He's like
McGrath with it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
and he's like, yeah, don't worry, it's fine. He's Spider-Man. We love Spider-Man. You're like, oh, okay. Cool.
And at that point, I was like, why is this guy letting Spider-Man in? Is he being possessed already? Why is he being too chummy with the guy?
Yeah, it's like this is too easy. I mean, it's like, there's something shady about this guy.
Yeah, it's going to be like a little twist. So he goes to Spider-Man's office. Spider-Man takes him to his office, right?
Yeah.
He takes Spider-Man to his office, and he's like, oh yeah, we worked out this, that, and the other, and whatnot. And I was like, each time he's getting closer and closer to Spider-Man, and I'm like, and he's trying to. It's like the way he's talking to him is like, oh, Spider-Man, let your guard down, so I can jump into you. So I was waiting for it to be like, he's gonna say something. He's gonna slip up. It's gonna be a twist or whatever it is, and then he's gonna be like trying to possess Spider-Man's body again. But no, I was like,
no,
okay, that's interesting. What is this VMAX thing? And the guy's like, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no VMAX here.
First,
all right, okay, cool.
It's behind
cool.
that big safe went past. Like, no, but whether this person's coming for is behind there. It's like, okay, all right. And then that's also forgot where they're walking through and they're talking about all the good that damage control is doing. And then we see their hand and Spider-Man's about to fight him. He's like, oh no, it's fine. We realize the hands are they're part of it. Work for us now. You know, we've realized that they're just angry kids and they need something guiding them, so we hired them. You're like, okay, this is gonna come back later. Yeah,
you can train, like you can give them guidance to help, them on the right path. Or you know, you can always just set them back on their ways and they just do the same stuff over and over again. And I was like, this guy. But is there a reason the hand is up? And I was like, oh, is there? Because he's too kind.
Yeah.
Too helpful. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be something later on. Like, I don't know, where you know how it is, where they're using shot collars or whatever it is, you know, the Suicide Squad style stuff to get them on to play ball or something. But
yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, okay, that's crazy. And then so Spider-Man's about the VMAX thing. And he's like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. So Spider-Man's okay, cool. He leaves, and he's feeling really happy because like he feels like he's not part of damage control, but like, you know, they're on his side. And all that. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then and after that, Peter's doing his normal routine, like buying flowers, going to Aunt May's grave, and then he goes to a shop to buy the flowers. Then that's when he sees Ned. Yeah. It's like, oh, and he wants to approach him. Obviously,
so just before you do that, right?
Yeah.
Ned and his blatant product placement.
Yeah. I don't know if that thing's
lady. He's buying some cakes of unknown brand beer because there's no name on it, right? Probably because they haven't got sponsored by it, right?
Yeah.
And not like when your boy Vin Diesel's like, oh, I know what Coors Light, and actually does a shout out, yeah?
Yeah.
No, Corona. He does a Corona. Anyways. And then Ned's like, oh yeah, and wait, and see them surefires over there? And the lady is like, goes to get them for him. He goes, no, don't sell me any of that. I don't want none of that because that stuff, you know, it's just pumping through my veins at the moment. When I was up late night studying, blah blah blah, I just kept on chugging it. And so if you see me asking for it, don't give it to me.
Yeah.
Or maybe just give me the last one.
Or maybe,
I mean, for the road, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
maybe make
two.
It last free. Yeah.
yeah. Well, like, okay.
Like,
so the surefire stuff. Where is it now in my local shop?
Yeah. I was like, oh, that guy. And then, so he leaves and Peter's like, oh.
To be fair, by the way, it felt kind of natural for the character to do that. It could have been any product, though. So that segment just be like, let's it could have been like, give me the Coca-Cola or the Pepsi or whatever it is, you know? Or the 5-hour energy or what, you know, that stuff.
Oh, that was quite... And then, I did find it quite funny. Like, oh, Ned, you're still Ned. Yeah. That's great. So, and then I think after that, then we go to Peter, and he's looking at his phone and stuff, and he sees them, Peter, MJ and Ned talking about their flat and stuff like that. So, he goes to the house party, but then he kind of mentioned how he found it address because, he follows Ned, sorry. So, Ned gets on a train, and he follows Ned, and then you see Ned going to his flat, and then Peter kind of not sneaks in, walks in because it's an open party, and he walks into Ned's room and then sees there's like a picture board with all Spider-Man stuff on it because Ned's obviously still obsessed with Spider-Man, which makes more sense now because he doesn't know who he is, but he has that inkling in his brain. And then he's looking, and Ned kind of told him, oh, so I guess you found my Spider-Man board. Then he explains like, I'm just fascinated with the guy. I don't know why. He saved me my friend a couple of times, you know, and I just want to find out who he is. Not to tell anyone, just to, you know, so I could thank him. And Peter's like, oh, friendship still lasts, sort of thing.
Yeah. And then Ned walks to the board and goes, I've narrowed it down to these two.
These,
Pulls up a picture. And it's Flash Thompson, Flash Thompson
Yeah.
from. I thought he was going to be in the film, but he never turned out.
That's what I thought.
And then
yeah.
and then the guy who played one of the teachers as well. I forgot his name.
I think name's Martin Starr. I think that's his name. But I forgot the teacher's
Martin
name.
something, right?
Yeah, Tony Ravello in this.
No, but that's the guy playing Flash Thompson.
Is it? Oh yeah, Martin Starr is the guy playing the. Oh, Roger Harrington. Yeah, that's the teacher's name.
Is that the teacher's name?
Yeah, played by Martin Starr. Yeah. And then, so Peter kind of laughs because he knows it's not them.
Yeah. Though he's got pretty damn close if that's the case, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like you've narrowed down. You're only slightly off when you think about
it.
The
only reason you didn't think of Peter is because he got wiped from your mind.
Yeah. So I thought that was quite funny. And then MJ walks in and Peter kind of has his starstruck moment. And then she's like, I can't remember her interaction with why she came to the room. She's like, oh yeah, there's like 50 people, something like that. And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then he goes, so did you get the job? She goes, I need to go and put these.
Oh,
that's it. No. Yeah. Peter gives her the flowers. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is.
Like a homecoming gift. And he's like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then then Ned asks her about the job. So I need to go and put these in some water. So they all leave the room. And then Peter's kind of just like lurking in a way.
Yeah.
And then that's when Ned goes to MJ because did you get the job? Like, he goes, oh, tell me you didn't get the job. So yeah, I got it, but I turned it down. So, oh, why'd you turn it down? She's like, yeah, it's like for a soulless company, blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, well, ain't all companies soulless? She goes, yeah, no, I feel like I'm doing something. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, you get it for like the health benefits, all that. And then she goes, but at what cost? He goes, oh, it depends on your healthcare plan. I was like, deductible. I was like, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a guy comes in and starts talking to her, and they kiss.
I thought, by the way, this was going to be Tony Laurie with
that's what I thought.
A beard or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought for a sec. Or then I also thought this could be Paul. Just
because he hasn't got a name. He hasn't got a name.
No. Yeah.
And I was hoping, right? I was like,
yeah.
So Ned kind of walks off to the side, and this character speaks to MJ. Oh, how are you feeling? Blah blah blah. And I thought, oh, okay, is he going to be? First of all, if it was going to be Flash Thompson, it'd have made more sense.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay. Oh, is this guy just going to be like a gay buddy because of the way that they were being friendly? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's just going to like one of the friends she made who just happens to be attracted to the same gender or what? No, because when he leans in for a kiss, because it becomes a tender moment, which is why I was like, oh, is it going in this direction? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just they kiss, right? And I was like you, is this Paul?
Yeah. I was like, oh, if this is Paul, that's quite cool.
The thing is though, if they cast a white guy with glasses and a goatee, black hair and stuff, that would have
been Paul. Yeah.
I would have. It's like for the people that would have got it, they would have been like, yeah.
He's gonna die soon. Yeah. It's all like, yep, he's gonna die after causing havoc. Yeah.
Peter Parker sees this kiss and he decides he obviously doesn't want to see none of that anymore and leaves the party.
Yeah. And then he gets back to his flat.
By the way, I just want to point out, we never see this guy again.
No, literally, no. Nope.
Okay.
Seen once and never heard of again.
He's just there to be an object of obstruction.
Yeah.
And if it was Paul, at least then we could joke about it, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just like, he's only there. He could have not been there. It wouldn't have really mattered.
No.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the
dude got a payday, fine,
Yeah, exactly. So good on him. Like that's what I would want. so then after Spider-Man,
you want is to kiss the day and I get paid. I get paid to do it
and leave. Just,
yeah.
1 day wrap. All right. Unless he's got more scenes that's been deleted, who knows? Because that happens a lot. And then so Spider-Man swings home in the rain. All sad, he's on his sad boy stuff, and then he's reading the letter, which is getting wet, and I was like, why are you doing this? At least dry off, you know. I don't know what was in my brain. And then then he starts getting like a headache.
Yeah.
And then his wrist, like his hands start tightening up because we forgot to mention before, like when you see him get stressed off, he starts like scratching at his wrists. You're like, oh, okay, that's weird. All right, sure. So yeah, so he's doing all that, and then his wrists like his hands get tight. He's like has a headache, and then like you see him hit the floor, and then to the next day he wakes up and he's like, you see all his vision's kind of blurry through like some white, I want to say like cotton sort of things. Like, what's this? And then he rips through it and he realizes he's in webbing. It's like, okay, what? That's weird. So then. But then he
realizes where he is,
yep.
Which is like the upper ledge of the roof of his building. So once he tears through it, he starts dropping down.
Yeah, and because he ain't got his web cartridges in a way, he doesn't know what he's doing. So he hits the floor. It's like which I thought was quite funny. Then he gets up,
and I say Tom Holland is quite built. He's not the super buff, unattainable dehydration build.
No.
Yeah, it's like a casual buff build.
Yeah, okay.
That you could naturally attain, but look at it, he's 30 years old, so yeah, at that point he could do that. Yeah, he would have been built pretty well as well, but he looks bigger now. Yeah. Chunkier.
He's like, he looks like man. Yeah. So then
yeah.
So then he goes back upstairs. Well, he sneaks into the building through the laundry room window, thinking he's alone, and then he looks up and there's a guy just washing his clothes. Like, he goes, I live here. I'm just getting my laundry, and he picks up anything that's there and runs away. So then we see him in the elevator, in this like super like a vest that's like you can see his belly button, and he's wearing like girly sort of pants, and he's the couple coming like, do I know? He goes, oh yeah, I just live on the fourth floor. Yeah. And then,
that's why I was like, oh, is this the same girl from earlier? But I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is. And then she goes, is that my vest? He's like, no, it's mine. And then he starts pressing the button, like, they go, a nice dog, and the dog starts like growling. He's like, So then he starts pressing the button, even though I never understand why people press the button, think make the lift go faster, which, okay. And then lift opens, and he runs out, and then he's wearing like his jogging bottom that say juicy on it, and she's like, wait, what? Which I thought was quite hilarious. And then he goes into his room and he's like, it's webbing everywhere, and he's like, what's going on here? This is quite weird. And then he does diagnostics on himself, and he's like, your arachnia blood is getting more percentage than your human DNA. So what's going on here? So he started getting scared, and. Then after this, he's like, okay, I might be mutating, because he's watching all these videos about spiders and stuff like that, and he's like, okay, I think something's going on with me, like organic webbing, what's going on there? And then, is this where he puts on the Spider-Man suit, and then he tries to do the webs, and then from the cartridge, so it does it, and then afterwards webs explode onto the cartridge explode onto the wall because of the organic webbing.
Oh, by the way, forgot to mention before, he has web grenades now. Not impact webbing.
Oh, yeah, right? Web grenades, yeah.
Yeah, because he used that to stop the truck. But then there's a joke later on, which is why I say, oh, yeah, we're going to mention that. Because that's tagging on to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think at this point, yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh,
and then he gets an alert. Sorry, go on.
Oh, go on.
I think this is was this bit where he's like, they're talking about the spider DNA, and then he's got an alert that Scorpion, Matt Gargan, is doing whatever he's doing. So Spider-Man goes to the roof. He can't use his normal webbing because, apparently you cannot use mechanical webbing and organic webbing on the same hand or whatever it is, like, one or the other. I don't know. It just makes the mechanical webbing burst to the side. I don't know.
I think what it is, this is what my brain was, how it works. So, he's got I think his body's adapted, so whenever he does that motion as well, that's when organic webbing comes out. So I think that's why he can't use both.
No, but when it can't, because it bursts away from the wrist section that shoots the webbing. the organic weapon. So I'm like, usually, if he had one or the other, wouldn't shoot both then, in that case?
Yeah.
Unless, because, I don't know, the organic weapon apparently is so potent that it just shoots the mechanical weapon.
Because the only thing I can think of is that maybe because it happened because the web shoot is covering that part of his wrist, isn't it? So I think that's why it expanded and blew it off. That's the only. But
okay, let me just ask you, what do you think about the mechanical web shooter being on the outside of the costume?
I don't personally like it, but then for the film, I get why I did it to indicate this.
Yeah. Now, if it was on the outside, like Scarlet Spider, right?
Yeah.
And it's a whole thing that went around.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. But when it just looks like one piece that connects.
Yeah.
It's like a hip flask.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit random.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
But yes, like you say, because it's like it's just on the outside, only to show that.
Yeah.
It launches to the side when the other one goes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So then he starts squeezing that stuff out, trying to web around.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, Peter 2 did this. And I'm like, oh yeah. They're not just pretend that they've never seen organic weapon before. They're gonna, it's gonna be something.
Yeah.
And so he tries to swing around. He's like, all right. Well, he can't use a mechanical weapon.
Yeah.
So he's gonna start using the
his
organic weapon.
Organic. Yeah.
This is daytime.
Yeah.
By the time he gets to Scorpion, it is nighttime.
Nighttime. Yeah. Which I thought was hilarious. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Like, now I don't know if that was accidental. You know how it is, sometimes they cut stuff, but because in Dark Knight Rises, Bane went into the World Trade Center or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Not World Trade Center, the Stock Exchange Center.
Yeah.
And it was like maybe 4 o'clock at that point, maybe 3 o'clock. Come out, it's like 9 p.m. It's dead or 12 p.m. or whatever. It's like, so we went through a tunnel, yeah?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, time just changed.
Time changed. Like, did they change?
Or it's been an 8-hour chase.
Yeah.
Yeah. I obviously I don't expect Spider-Man to swing around the city for like 8 hours trying to work out how to use his organic weapon.
Yeah.
But
sure.
Okay. They've decided it was nighttime. All right, it's nighttime.
Not gonna question it, I guess. Yeah. So and then he's fighting Scorpion, and Scorpion. Well, he thinks it's Scorpion, and then he finds he's trying to make quips and stuff with him, and he's like, I'm not Scorpion. It's like, wait, what? It's like, I just stole him. I just kidnapped him so I can get to the V Max, but it'd be easier this way, but you're in my way, sort of thing. Yeah,
and he goes, and the person's like, oh, so you can't tell anymore if I'm if I'm in someone's body or not.
Yeah, and he's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So she's like, oh, the person's like, oh, you got issues. And to be fair, Scorpion is doing pretty well. I like how they it's more like a tactical design using their with the tail and whatnot.
Yeah, I kind of like how.
Yeah. It's not like they powered up him like Matt Gargan usually is.
Yeah. Because he hasn't got that weird Scorpion DNA stuff. Yeah.
Who came up with the tech suit? Whatever. They ain't even. The questions ain't even asked.
Who cares at this point? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which was hilarious.
But yes. So they got the Scorpion tail gonna stab Spider-Man in the face while he's holding it at bay, and then he's like, his eyes start going black.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Yep.
Yeah. And when he's like, oh yeah, well, actually, he's not quipping him. He doesn't say, oh yeah, nothing. Because I was about to say something that he does not say. He just grabs the tail and just swings him into a police car.
Yeah, he just goes brutal with it. Like, oh wow, he's about to murder dude.
Yeah. Then he like rips off the tail, right? And then he's throwing punches. I'm like, well, okay, if you're possessed by anger, or whatever it is that way, right?
Yeah.
And you're throwing your unrelenting Spider-Man punches. You killed the guy.
You killed this guy, yeah. That's what I thought. Like,
after the first punch, even. Not even. Once he swung the tail into the police car, that guy's dead.
Yeah, literally. Even if he's wearing an exoskeleton, that's still going to kill him, yeah. And then that caused the police car to flip over.
Yeah.
Injuring a police officer. And then he comes to somehow, I think.
Yeah. I think when after his flash of anger kind of subsides.
Yeah. And
after I say he's disabled the threat, not after he
Yeah.
disabled Matt Gargan, because with their punches he could have actually
He
turned him
could've,
into
like-
the.
Yeah, could have made him claim disability for the rest of his life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he clocks like, oh no, and he runs over like, is she okay? And DeWall's like, you need to go. Calm down. And you need to go, because if you do something like this again, I can't protect you. So
Yeah.
then he's like, but she's like, no, you go, like,
Yeah.
sort yourself out. So then he leaves, and then what happens after he leaves? He goes back to his. That's when he goes back and then gets scared about what he's becoming, right?
Yeah.
And then he seeks out everyone's favorite Green Giant, Dr. Bruce Banner at
Yeah.
was it ECU? Empire?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Empire State University.
Yeah, that's it. And I like this scene a bit when he's like, yeah, so, you know, he's trying to teach, and they're like, so, does any of you actually want to learn? And knows, okay, you might as well start asking me questions about
no.
the event and stuff.
Yeah. They had Cindy Moon there from.
Yeah. Yeah. Or is it Cindy Moon? Ooh. Yeah.
Oh no, but she. So her character is Cindy Moon, but they got the same actress from Spider-Man Homecoming 10 years ago. Same actor. I was like, okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, some sort of continuity
Yeah.
here. No, they didn't need to get Cindy Moon. They could have just been anyone, but they're
Yeah.
like, no, we'll just get this one back for no reason other than maybe we can make a Silk
Reference?
movie. I don't know. I mean, if Sony is like, okay, well, we can't make Spider-Man movie, but we can make a Silk movie. Look how well Madam Web did
Yeah.
with the memes.
Yeah. Gosh. At least Silk has relevance in a way. I mean, like, Man and Web, and they need to hit that Asian market, to be fair. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then they ask him about adventure question. And Pete sneaks into the class, and then the question she asked was kind of silly.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's
But-
Thanos. It made sense, but it was like, but
Yeah.
the same problems that end up happening. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so it's
so-
like,
As far as a character in universe,
yeah.
you would pose this question to someone
Yeah.
who's been directly. It's just when out of universe, we know
Yeah.
because you're like, all right, well, we can halve the population, we could double the resources, yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is, of course, that obviously offsets other things as well. So
Yeah,
none
so
of
it's
these
like,
solutions are.
None of these solutions work.
Yeah.
Like, Thanos' solution is, it's gonna sound bad, kind of the better option, but, you know.
Well, I don't know if
In
that's
a
the
way.
case. But even if you double all the food and stuff like that, there's always going to be people at the different ends of the scale.
Yeah.
So if you double the resources, the people who I say farm the resources, but not like farmers
Yeah.
themselves, yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna hoard it, raise
Yeah.
the prices. They're gonna make their money. They're
Yeah.
gonna care about the
Exactly.
I mean,
so it's like,
someone's got to harvest the whatever it is. So, well, anyway,
Yeah.
we're not here to talk about economics.
Don't talk about that. No.
However,
Yeah.
like as far as her question goes, it's not literally you don't literally make food appear. You know,
No,
There's
exactly.
whole processes to get to the store.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
it's a smart question, but it's no real answer to it.
Yeah.
So then that lesson ends. Then Peter comes to talk to Bruce Banner, and he's like, "Yeah, so."
By the way,
yeah.
would have been a funnier. Oh, okay. I don't know if it would be funnier, right? Would have been a more. This would have been off topic, but if she said something about. So why didn't you? I don't know if you know about this theory, right? You might have heard of it, yeah. I usually ask the question about why did Ant-Man go up to Thanos? Have you heard that one? By the way.
well, Guppy, yeah.
Yeah. So if that was the joke, then I like that. If she asked something along those lines, right, to nudge those the question without asking it the way I was just about to say it, because you can't really say that.
Yeah.
Then that could have been like, okay, yeah. It wouldn't be a question of how a genuine question you have to try and answer. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But then you would be like, so Thanos' inner lining is probably as invulnerable as his outer lining.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, and Ant-Man's just a man. He's not like Superman or anything. So I don't think that'll work. We'll just get crushed inside him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then be one of Thanos' bowel movements. But hey.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah. So then Peter goes to talk to him. He's like, yeah. So how do you keep control of your friend? He goes, oh yeah, through this inhibitor, you know. And then went into the science of like, yeah, you know, it's kind of shuts off a certain thing so I don't turn into the green one. Da, 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
And then Peter's kind of question like, so what if you want to do this? You want
Yeah.
to shut off certain things but keep certain things, like then that's like, then he's a universal one, and then that's kind of tampering with who you are or something like that. And then
and he's like, also, what parts? Who are we to say what parts are allowed or not allowed? And stuff like that. And then this is where I was saying earlier, where it was like, oh, so is the mutant colours?
Yes.
Is Peter going to be the innovator of this? Because
that's what I thought.
kind
Was
of
like,
bit...
please don't go that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, by the way, if they somehow recover the tech.
Yeah.
Or like reverse engineer it. But
Yeah,
I don't want it to be like, oh, Peter's responsible
it has something
for...
to do with it.
Yeah. Because that is stuff, as we know in the X-Men, has a lot of connotations.
Connotation and history
and
behind it. Yeah.
Consequences that you're like, oh, if you trace it back to there, then he's going to be horribly guilty.
Yeah, you already have the mutant hater, Mr. Fantastic. You don't need a Spider-Man. Yeah. And then, so then they walk outside, and he's like, okay. That's why I thought he was going to kind of mention that we know each other.
Yeah.
Because I think you could kind of tell that he, like, Bruce Banner feels familiar to him, but he's like sort of getting his like, okay, all right, you seem familiar. Okay, I gotta go. He goes, you're not really my student, so he goes, nah, I'm a graduate. Okay, cool. Time to, I'll give stuff back to the library. He goes, away. He goes, you know the library's that way, right? He goes, yeah, sure, okay. See you later. Then he leaves, and then it's when, is this when Jean, he sees Jean again? Not Jean.
Well, no, he starts building the inhibitors.
Yeah. And he tests them out,
and it starts, then on the screen, he's like, I think he's on his 4th prototype or whatever it is at that point, and then he's like, trying to test it out, and then he's like, all right, a field test for this one, because the number 4, like, he puts it on his neck, and he's like, all right,
I feel better.
I can see that's the scales balancing. Let me go out into the alleyway, some random alleyway that probably is next door to him, or the same one that he probably fell down earlier. And so he's going to test his tech. Starts trying to use his organic web shooters. And then something happens with his mechanical web shooters. So he picks them up, and then he realizes actually the webs of grenades are going to set off right now. So he throws them to the side. And you see a side shot of the building where then he flies out of the other side of it,
all covered in webs. So he rips it off.
Yeah.
And then he gets up, and then some dude comes and goes, "Hey, Spider-Man." He's like, "Hey." And then he thinks he's a fan because he's asking, "Yeah, so how's it?" And he goes, "But what did he say to him when Spider-Man clocked?" Was like, "Wait, what?" Oh, he said something like,
"How's MJ?"
No, he goes, "How's MJ?" Peter is like, "Wait, what?" He goes, "Yeah, and he starts talking to like, don't you think your friends? It's weird that your friends forgot you or stuff." And he's like, so he starts like, he webs the guy to the wall. And he's like, "Tell me who you are." And she goes, "No." The person went, "No." Then it jumps to someone else. They start talking.
Oh no! Yeah, you just forgot to. You kind of forgot to mention a bit where he's like, so Peter's asking him, "How do you know all this and stuff like that?" Right? And he goes, "Oh, I'm in your room right now, right?" And then Peter's like, turning his headset to switch to webcam mode.
Is it? No, wait. Isn't that a bit later on? Because don't he follow the thing further away, and then that's when he's like, "I'm in your apartment," and he goes back.
Oh, okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, 'cause I think this is where he jumps too far to get him out of like the area.
Oh, yeah. Now this is a bit of a Now they haven't revealed this character yet. Yeah. So this person could be anyone at this point.
Yeah.
They jump into some random dude like a street cleaner of some sort. Right?
This is best.
Or like someone who's working on the road or whatever.
Yeah.
And the person's like, so if you want to find out who I am, you just got to chase me. And the guy steps back, and then he gets hit by a van. I'm like,
and then he carries on.
Yeah, and I'm like, hold on a second. If
What?
this is the person that rumors are saying this person's meant to be,
I was like,
they wouldn't have done that. Either that, or if they step into the road and Spider-Man swings to save them,
yes,
fine.
Yeah. Yes.
But
yes.
I was like, that's a bit that character can't be.
Yeah,
Surely
yeah.
it's not that character then.
No, that's what I thought. Like, oh, that's a.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, so maybe he is a comedian.
Oh. So then, yeah, so he follows her and all that stuff. And then that's when he figures out he keeps following him, and that's when he figures out that he keeps saying to him, oh, yeah, and talks about the MJ stuff, and then it's like, wait, you're in my apartment. And that's when he also clocks about the furthest the entity can jump is 32 feet.
Yeah.
So he chase them to a helicopter, and then they get in a helicopter, and he stops them at a certain point where there's nowhere to teleport to. He's like, well, you're only stuck here to tell me where you are. And it's like, I ain't telling you nothing. So then that's when she mentions MJ, and that's when he swings to MJ's apartment. Yeah.
I thought, by the way, it's quite smart, because whatever at the point, this person could have been magic, and he's using technology to narrow down certain things. So I was like, okay. Yeah. Because it's kind of sad we never saw magic versus technology, Iron Man versus Mandarin.
Yeah.
Like the proper version.
Yeah. The real Mandarin. The Ten Ring. Yeah. So then he races to MJ's place, and he's like, you want to come with me? She's like, I never know you. He goes, well, you're in danger. He's like, why? Well, I don't know. I can't tell you, but you're just coming with me. You got to trust me. And he's like, okay. So then he takes MJ, swings her to some building. He's like, hey, you're going to be safe here.
Yeah. And by the way, some big advertising neon lights for something called Silver, which I don't know anything about in the UK. But in America, they got a face full of product placement again.
But I don't think that's Silver. I think that's not a real thing.
Or maybe it's a hotel chain.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's like a theatre chain or something like that. We don't have. I don't know.
Let me see. But yeah.
If you're going to type in big red neon lights, Silver.
Silver. Oh, Silver. Okay, it's a giant... The iconic giant silver cup neon sign donated by... that dominates the Long Island City waterfront in Queens. Okay, what is it though? Yeah. I was under a studio.
By the way, what did you type in there?
I just wrote silver sign New York.
Okay.
Oh, can only see the bit that says silver, so silver cup. Okay. Yeah. So then they start talking, and then this is where how did they get onto him telling her who he is?
Oh, because I think she said something along the lines of
you seem familiar to me or something like that, right?
Yeah. It's like we knew each other. Where were we? Were we friends? Were we in a relationship?
Yeah.
Like let me like maybe if I take off the mask, I'll remember. Yeah. And then she pulls off his mask. He's like, oh, hopeful. She's like, Peter, and he's like, yes, it is me. And then they kiss, and then she's like, and then they hug for a while, and then MJ's like, oh, so is this what you wanted her to say?
Yeah.
Do you think how you thought it would go?
A sacred kiss will bring back memories. Yeah. She would hate. You're so soppy. She would hate that. And like, oh wow, that is messed up. I'm like, you play with dude's emotions. Like basically, you like broke his heart right there and then.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man gets kind of pissed. Goes, tell me who you are. And she's like, no, you're gonna have to catch. He does another thing where she makes MJ fall off the building. So Spider-Man has to save her.
Yeah.
And then they fall off. He saves her, obviously, and then while they hit the floor, a car pulls up, and a guy comes out and goes, this letter, I think you still want it. It's the letter.
No. What's funny is, right, this is what I thought it was going to be a punchline joke, right?
Yeah.
The guy comes out of the car towards him because he can see, obviously, that he's just crashing the floor. So he's like, you're thinking, oh, maybe he's coming out to help or something like that, right? And he's like, no, please. No, you stop. You win. I thought the guy was going to just be like, dude, I was just trying to help. I'm just...
I'm a good Samaritan,
Yeah. But no. He walks towards him because that's what I'm saying. He doesn't say anything. He just walks towards him, right? But so then, what it was is, he does say something along the lines of, that's what you get, boy.
Yeah. You're like, ooh, okay.
Yeah. Don't try to do anything don't try to stop me again, yeah, because if you do, I can, like, as you can see,
Yeah.
You still got a friend called Ned, right? And I can throw him off the building too.
Yeah, and then he's like, okay, and then the guy gets into the car, and then, well, obviously, what is going on? There's some hooded figure talking,
Yeah.
and then he gets in the car and drives off, and then Spider-Man looks at it, and then obviously uses his heads-up display on his thing to zoom in, like, to get a picture of the person, and then after that, he wakes up MJ, he's like, okay, I need to take you somewhere safe, and then they swing to a shipping yard, and they get into one of the ports, and they're just walking through the abandoned building, whatever it is, and they like keep tripping on traps.
Yeah. With Spider-Man not having his spider sense because his powers are going a bit funny, so it's more like his fast reactions are the things that are saving them. I see them. They trip off 2 traps, and then a third one where the fan drops on him, like the anchor bit, and then he catches that, and he's like, Frank, what are you doing?
Yeah, Frank's like, what are you doing here? And he goes, I need your help. Because why do you need help? Because you owe me. Because what do you mean I owe you? Because I saved your life in Staten Island. And they start talking about it, and they're shouting over each other, and they try and get they're shouting at each other. Then she goes, right, MJ, listen to this, and then they're both shouting at her the thing, and then MJ's like, I don't think it matters. That's just like, I don't care. So I'm just here. Why are you involved with me? And he's like, okay, Frank, please, you don't want to save us. Like, okay, cool. All right, I made chili, and then he walks off and goes, don't try and get yourself killed because I'm gonna be picking up your bits for the next 2 weeks. And then as he walks off, he goes to MJ, don't eat your chili. Oh, that's a bit mean. So then they go into his place, and he's cooking chili, and he's talking to Spider-Man, and she's looking around, and she sees his cupboard where he's got pictures of his family, and she's like, oh, did you have a family? He goes, don't you ever look at my family. And then he shuts goes, it's 2 rules here. Was it? Oh, what?
No, there's 1 rule here. Stupid. Don't look at my stuff, don't ask me about my stuff, and don't touch my stuff.
Yeah, and then she goes, that's free. And then
I do like, by the way, they just basically gave his background really, really quickly. He lost his family. That's all you kind of know.
Need to know, really.
All that really matters. They're not going to say, depending on, like, even if it was the comics version where he's like, oh, we were at the park and they got shut down. And none of that.
Don't need all that. No.
He's there, not necessarily to be comic relief, but he's there for his character's there for a particular reason. And you know that he has some sort of relationship with Spider-Man to some degree.
Yeah. So like, okay, cool. And then
they don't need to cover it because he's already said to MJ, don't ask me. So fair enough.
And then she walks into the room and goes, I like him, and then walks off. And then Spider-Man and Punisher keep having a conversation. He goes, I see why you like her. I like her. Like, okay. And then she's on her bed, and like he's tinkering with the nullifier. Is that what it's called?
The inhibitor.
Inhibitor, that's it. Yeah. But he's put a curtain there so she can't see him, and they're just like talking, and he keeps messing up, and then they're having those conversations. Well, like, oh, so do you have a Mrs. Spider-Man? He's like, no, and all that, and then he asks about her boyfriend. Like, yeah, but if I was to bring him, let him know what's going on, he'll say that I'm being withdrawn. Was it withdrawn?
Withdrawn.
Yeah, withdrawn. Like, oh. So they start joking about it, and then he messes up the chip again.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm coming over to see because before moving over to aerodynamics, I was in biophysics, whatever. And then she looks at these schematics like, oh, have you tried doing this? Because, like, this needs electromagnetic fields will destroy this. And he's like, oh, no, my suit doesn't do that with a blur. And he's like, what about your goggle things? Like, oh, that creates. Oh yeah, okay. And then he does the adjustments, puts on your inhibitor, and he's 50-50 with arachnid and human DNA again. He's like, okay, thanks for that.
She does logically ask the question of, what do you need that for?
Say again.
So she does ask him the question of, what do you need that for? Like, is there something wrong?
That
you need. So it's like, she's not willy-nilly, or just be like, okay, because when as she's saying, when she's looking at schematics, it's DNA related to some
Yeah.
degree. So it's, it's not like something random that's just particularly helping him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
He is basically a universal one as well. for particular reasons.
Yeah. And that's when she's like, well, I don't see anything wrong with you. From what I kind of gather, you're a very good guy, whatever. Basically, he's like, oh, okay, but I need to suppress. You're something.
By the way,
you're basically a good guy, but you're changing.
Yeah.
And that's a bad
now,
thing.
Yeah, I thought at some point, by the way, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
He was going to bust out with 6 arms.
Same here. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen as well. I thought it'd be new jet.
Actually, we'll get to it later on. I think that's probably a key point that it could have happened, which then would have made not necessarily sense, but we're like, okay, if it was going to happen in a situation like this, it would be here. But we'll get to that in a bit. Yeah. So then they do some more little bit of research, and they use the facial scanning recognition stuff that he used to find Scorpion.
Yeah.
And they find Janine Madison Gray. I don't know.
No, Janine Elaine Gray. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't say Madison because we know there's a Madeline there.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so is this the way it's gonna work, right? That this is not Jean Grey, but it's a person who looks like Jean Grey, and therefore it's Madeline Pryor, and then anything that happens that have injured whoever people, we can kind of push it off to the side, saying no, it's an evil clone. But no.
that's too. That'd be too messy and stupid because Madeline Pryor thing alone is stupid. So I think they want to really bring out too much of the mainstream, Hence why they killed her off in X-Men 97.
So exactly. So we're just going to be allowed the fact that Jean Grey got people run over.
Yeah. Well, she would have troubled you because remember, right? In the X-Men, they overlook all the bad things Wolverine's done. So
It's true. And there's something later on that happens as well, which we can retroactively add to what happens to something that happened before.
Yeah.
She's got what's the other? There's telekinesis to some degree. So maybe she helped protect the guy taking the van bump, but I don't think so.
I don't think so because we get to it. Yeah.
Unless that guy was also a mutant who could withstand the impact. And you know what? It's going to be in a couple of movies from now. We're going to find out that guy who got run over by that got impacted, not run over because we don't see that.
Yeah.
But then there's going to be maybe a storyline that they were like, oh damn, people picked up on this. So maybe later on, that guy's son can be a mutant hater of some degree.
Yeah.
Let's just say that guy's son is Bolivar Trask. All right. Now we've fixed the reason for particular things. Okay.
Yeah.
From an accident.
We'll see. Yeah.
Like how they said in Iron Man 2, the little kid was Peter Parker.
I still hate that little thing, but
yeah. Well, that's what they said, right? Whether they haven't established it actually as being so.
Yeah, so it's a good thing. Yeah. So
Anyways.
this is where I did the loud in the cinema. I was like, really? Okay.
But just you, or are you saying other people in the cinema?
No, just me and not people. People looked at me like, oh yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Maybe they were mistaking your grunt of annoyance for something else because I'd have been like, what's this guy doing?
Yeah, it's like I should shout at Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
I should shout that out, but no.
Have you seen it's going to be random, but have you seen The Departed?
No.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I've seen the scene where Jack Nicholson's in the cinema. So yeah, and I just hope the people next to you did not think that was happening.
Yeah, no.
But yes, So you didn't care for it being Jean Grey?
Yeah, but for two reasons.
Go on.
One, I don't like Jean Grey. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
And two, I was like, this is how we're going to introduce mutants. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
I think, personally, I don't necessarily think they needed to have Jean Grey there. It could have been a lower tier mutant who is significant to some degree, but less significant that you need to build a franchise around them.
Yeah. Alright, and my thing as well, right? I don't know what it is. I like when the X-Men are introduced. I don't know. I don't want them to be the teen X-Men. I mean, I prefer it to be kind of like they're somewhat established already, rather than. Yeah, but I can see why they're doing it because of longevity. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not huge on it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think. I think,
especially technically, right?
Yeah.
In this, she's a teenager, right? So then you're saying to me that Spider-Man's older than Jean Grey, like I don't know. I just don't like that feeling.
Well, as far as you're concerned, in continuity, in actual, so are you talking about 616 continuity or ultimate continuity?
616, even like in general, because like. I don't know. If they're roughly the same age, I wouldn't be upset with it.
Yeah, in your mind, they're roughly the same age, yeah?
Well, and I always felt like the X-Men are like say 5 years older than Spider-Man at least.
I would say, personally, I think roughly they're in the same age because Cyclops has been leading the team since he was 16, that's what they say. And Iceman's 15 or something like that. And I was in 66. I think 1966-ish.
Yeah, but then
and
since
Spider-Man
then,
was like
they've
1962, 1963, and 15. So
they've sort of, yeah, I don't know, because I always felt like, even when Spider-Man first met the X-Men, I always felt like he was younger than them, and then, and I think that's why they kind of de-aged Iceman as well a lot, because that's why they kind of make him and Spider-Man around the same age. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Which is funny as well because they tried to be like, oh yeah, Johnny Storm's around that age. It's like, hold on a minute, Reed Richards, you're telling me you took a 16-year-old up to space?
Yeah, and then when they that's another weird. That's a bad guardianship right there, but all right. Yeah, take a child to space. All right, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the film. Yeah, and then. Doesn't Spider-Man...
By the way, when you saw it was Jean Grey on the thing, did you also facepalm? Or did you just go, just shut your eyes and go and just lol to the side?
No, I literally went in my chair and went, ugh.
Eyes rolled so far back in your head, your eyes didn't roll out your sockets.
And then I almost said to myself in my head, I'm done. Like, with the MCU, I was like, you know what, no, just don't be that ignorant, just carry on, just see how this goes. Just see how this goes.
Personally, I'd like, okay. I would have liked to have watched it without people spreading the rumors of the character as well, because they were like, oh, she could also be actual Mary Jane, because she got red. The only reason that people speculating about what character is because she got red hair. I'm like,
hair.
If she dyed her hair enough, like it could be a character with different hair color or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It could have been any character, but. Yeah, they're like, oh no, but let's find out which redheaded characters are. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, I suppose by deduction.
Just dumb my head in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
go back. You
but there, and then this is when and Spider-Man asks Black Widow, Ileana, if she's got any information on Jean Grey. She's like, all I found is everything on her's been scrubbed by damage control. But I did find something about her sister. It's like, wait, what? Sarah. Like, oh, okay, so she has a sister.
Wait, no.
And then...
Go on.
No, was that bit later on?
Are you... No, you're saying... Yeah. What you're saying is later on.
That was it, right.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's later on.
Yeah, because there's Ned, because someone else is also in that scene, which is then later on. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Jean attacks damage control.
Yep.
And Peter's like, okay, Frank, if you look after her, I'm going to go and solve that problem over there. Yeah. And then he swings off, and then MJ says to Frank, "Well, you owe him for Staten Island, right?" No. Yeah. Okay. Even before this, Peter's reading. They solved the problem. He spoke to MJ.
Yeah.
She's sleeping in there. He's at the kitchen of the ship, falling asleep with the letter in his hand. And then Frank comes down the stairs, and Peter all of a sudden wakes up, and then they have a little chat about stuff like that, and then Peter's like, "Oh, I've got to go. I've got an alert that this Jean Grey character is attacking the damage control."
Yeah.
So then, yeah. So he puts the letter to the side. No, he left the letter and he goes off, right? And then Punisher's talking to, and then MJ opens the door, and she speaks to the Frank, and she's like, "Well, you owe him, right? Because he saved you at Staten Island, do you?" And Frank's like, "Oh, yeah, I do actually owe him for whatever danger. So I'm not gonna go let him fight that danger alone." And I was like, that letter that he's left is gonna go bite him on the back.
Yep. You're like, oh, awkward. Yeah. And it does. Yeah.
So there is Jean's at damage control. She's saying to the guy, the guy who runs the office, look, you can't stop me coming in. You can, like, this wall is made of certain material, but I'm gonna get through it eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like,
and at this point,
the
I was
safe
like,
door
I
might
think I know
save
what's
you,
gonna
but
happen.
the wall won't. Yeah.
Because I'm seeing big size chunks of wall missing, and I'm like, okay, this is relevant.
Yeah.
So by the time Peter gets there,
we've got to say though, he beats up the guards outside using moves from the Spider-Man games, which look quite dope. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. I did like a bit when he goes, I need to stretch. I'm not in high school no more. And he's like, do you guys like to stretch? I think you should, especially in your line of work. And then he goes, ready, and just kicks the crap out of him. Like, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, and then he gets up there. And then while he's going up, he sees the hand like scurrying away because they got beat up or whatever, done all this mess. And he's like, hey, what is this? So then there's like, Jean, okay, you need to stop this, it's not worth it, because if you do this, blah, blah, blah. She goes, well, it's not me you got to worry about. It's like, what do you mean? And then he looks on the floor and he sees the inhibitor that not Iron Man, that Bruce Banner was wearing. He's like, oh no. And I think it's and then he gets punched in the face and you see it's the Hulk. Yeah. Because she controlled the Hulk. It's like, yeah. So they start fighting and Spider-Man
and this was the bit, by the way,
murdered.
Yeah. This is the bit here where I thought he was good because he was having the shakes again and stuff like that, right? No, he wasn't, because he had an episode. But then this is the point where I was like, oh, so they were saying it's something about his not the adrenaline, but like how his mental state is. That's what the mutation is creating or whatever. So I was like, oh, is this the point where all of a sudden, while he's fighting the Hulk, that's when he's going to be able to sprout another 4 arms and be able to not necessarily fight the Hulk on his level, but at least then it gives them some sort of a certain level of balance to the battle, because no way is he going to be
no hands on the Hulk and then
but no, that didn't happen. So anyways, he's fighting the Hulk ish, right? Hulk's just tanking his shots, and then all of a sudden you get gunfire blasting the Hulk as well,
doing nothing to the Hulk, just irritating me. Anything. Like, oh. And he's like, Frank, what are you doing? He's like, I come to save you. Like, why? He's like, because you
Staten Island,
like, Staten Island, and your girl told me to come here. I think she told me to come. It's like, did he really say that? I was like, dude, we're in the middle of a fight here. You can't. He's like, okay, all right, let's try and take him on. So that fight's pretty cool, where Punisher's shooting him with his like machine gun. He runs out of bullets, and then Hulk's about to hit him, and he falls to the ground, and Spider-Man webs his leg, pulls him towards him, and then as the Hulk's jumping over, Punisher uses his whatever assault rifle to shoot at the Hulk, and it's in slow motion. It's pretty cool. And then a Hulk picks up, but while this is going on, Punisher picks up this grenade, we don't know what it is, and he throws it at the Hulk, and he catches it, and Jean's like, huh, nice try, and he goes, Punisher just smirks and shoots the grenade, and it's like some electric grenade, so it knocks the Hulk flying. And then while the Hulk's down, then whatever, they're like, okay, they run away, and see, Spider-Man's to the Punisher like, okay, we need to kind of split up, No, he was like, we should fight them together, and Punisher's like, no, we got to split up and do this. It's like, you're only saying that because you don't want to fight
Yeah.
the Hulk, right? And he's like, yeah, that's right, yeah. So
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
oh, Frank, stop
No,
being
but
an
he was
idiot.
like, but that's the B logic, right? Which is
Yeah.
which is perfectly fine. But the A logic is like, look, you have to contain that big threat while I find
Yeah.
the other threat, because we
Yeah.
need to sort that person out as well. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Which,
if
like,
we're both
yeah,
fighting the Hulk,
okay.
then no one's going to find her.
Yeah. And then, so they split up. Spider-Man carried on fighting the Hulk. Punisher finds Jean Grey. And then she takes over his consciousness as well, so he's her slave now. Then you got Spider-Man fighting the Hulk, which is a pretty cool fight. He picks up one of Shocker's gauntlets.
Yeah.
And you think he's going to use it. And then they're fighting. He jumps through it, and then the Hulk just grabs it and crushes it. And then what else does he do? He does something for what's her name, for Jean to lose control of him. Oh no, he keeps each time he gets hit,
Yeah.
it sends like a psychic relay back to Jean, so she's losing more and more control over him.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Spider-Man does something, and so she loses all control, and then he turns back to Bruce, and then he's like, Bruce is okay. He's like, no, it's not okay. Like, with my him, and I was like, oh, don't worry about it. It's gone or whatever. I don't know. I need it, because if not, he's gonna come out though. What do you mean? And then he hulks out again, but he turns even bigger. Because like before, he would say Professor Hulk size from in Endgame, but now he's like super big Hulk, who he's ever been, the biggest he's ever been in.
That's back to standard Savage Hulk, or even Savage Hulk at this point.
Yeah, and
Joe
he's
Fix
like,
It Hulk,
I didn't know
are we
you get
saying
that
he's
big.
grey?
I don't know, because wasn't that the thing? He turns to Grey Hulk here, because he didn't look that great to me.
I don't know, because it's in between that. It's not the standard green, but it's also not grey. So
Yeah.
it's like that mid transition color.
Yeah, he's mid Hulk, we'll say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so they fight again, and
Yeah.
this is one where Spider-Man basically cannot win. Like, he's just getting
Yeah.
battered. And then while that's going on, they get into no, I skipped a bit. So Spider-Man and Hulk fight outside the building, and Spider-Man kind of webs him to the building and gets inside. But then the Hulk's strong enough to like break it all off and then get inside the building. And then I can't remember why the Hulk ends up in a situation where he's falling off the building.
Oh, because like if Spider-Man's webbed around the entire building on him, but like you said, Hulk breaks inwards instead. Yeah. And then what's he do? He tries to punch him with the shocker glove at that point.
Yeah.
Which then Hulk no sells and crushes.
Yeah.
And he's trying to put the inhibitor on him, but it's like the skin's too thick.
He's too big. Yeah. But then I can't remember why he's.
But then he's like, I think he's saying Hulk remember me or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets through to him like on a mental level.
Yeah. And then.
But then Hulk, because the amount of building that he's dragging behind him as well.
Yeah, is weighing it down and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So then Hulk's getting pulled back and further back, and then I'm like, okay, so Peter's got two options here: either can push kick him, building, or try to save him. Yeah. But I think at the point where he's trying to get over there, it's too late. The Hulk, he's grabbing the side of the building, but then he just ends up having to drop.
He just let go, didn't he? Because he realizes. Yeah. And then while that happens, then Peter turns around and he sees the Punisher go. Because I also forgot to say they had a 2-minute timer for explosion, whatever. And then the explosion blows up. The safe door blows up, and then they go in, and Punisher shoots the two guards, and then she goes
in the legs.
Yeah, in the legs. And if you don't do anything else, it'll be one in the head next time. Yeah. So then they go over, and he goes up to Bill Mesgate, whatever that guy is, and he's like, okay, tell me where V Max is. And he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, okay. And then about to shoot him, and then Spider-Man comes in and puts the inhibitor on Jean Grey because she didn't see him coming. And then So that happens. The Punisher comes out in mind control, and Spider-Man whips his gun to the wall, and then the boss of damage control shoots her with a tranquilizer, and then the day is sort of saved. And Punisher wakes up and goes, "Hey, did you stick my gun to the wall?" It's like, well, is that my gun? It's like, okay.
Now,
and then
on the reveal of Jean Grey, now she's wearing a green and
yellow.
What color hoodie? I don't know, but would it have been more logical if she was wearing a blue and peach colored hoodie?
What color?
Blue and peach.
Because that's her. Everyone kind of knows everyone kind of knows it for her green and yellow Marvel Girl sort of.
Oh yeah, that one as well.
Yeah.
You say everyone, but I'm thinking of the one from the most known of the animated series version. You're like going for the classic '60s version.
Yeah, that or the Grant Morrison black with the yellow X sort of rubbish. Yeah.
What's funny as well, because you're right about the color. You're right about the Marvel Girl colors. I didn't make the connection until now, because I was like, they should have Jean Grey, no code name. That's the one that people know the most, it seems.
Yeah, that one, a skin tight weird costume.
Yeah.
Never made sense to me, even to now.
No.
Yeah. Design wise, doesn't make any sense. Oh. So then we got the aftermath where you see the Hulk getting carted into an ambulance, asking if he hurted anyone.
Yeah.
And like, is anyone get hurt? But instead of anyone saying to him, "No, you didn't hurt anyone. It's fine," They just don't say nothing to him. I was like, okay, that's a bit annoying. And then Spider-Man's like, yeah, so we stopped Jean, and then that guy, the boss of Damage Control, was like, yeah, okay, that's good. And he goes, oh. Then he asked about that V-Max again. Like, oh no, yeah, I don't know what that is.
No. So just
and then this is where he goes, oh.
No, I was going to let you finish. Go on.
I was saying this is where he goes, oh, so. This is where he goes, yeah, just before you came in, Jean jumped into my mind and she latched on this. No, that's it. Goes, oh, do you know anything about a girl called Sarah? I goes, wait, what? Mm-hmm. And then he goes, oh, before you got there, Jean jumped into my mind and she went into my memory for a bit and she must have saw the memories of someone I used to work with called Sarah who recently passed and I guess that mentally imprinted on her. And then he was like, okay. Weird. All right.
Yeah.
And then so they go, yeah, well, can I speak to Jean when she's ready? Like, yeah, we're gonna take her to our island, Roosevelt Island. Yeah, once she's awake, yeah, you can come and see her. It's like, okay, cool. So then he goes back to Frank's ship house, whatever it is, and he walks in and MJ's there like, so you left this here, and it's the letter. I was like, oh, okay. So then they have a rule. She's like, I think you should have told me about this. And he's like, well, I wanted to, but then she starts putting things together like, yo, you was at our house party. Because he goes, yeah, they're not talking. He goes, okay, can you take off the mask? I want to talk to Peter Parker. And then she's like, you're the guy from the house party. And my first job before I went to college and all this. And he's like, yeah. Basically saying all that happened. And she goes, well, I don't love you because I don't know you. Which when you like, it's quite heartbreaking. Like, it's kind of bad because like he loves her with all her heart. She doesn't know who he is, and she doesn't know those feelings, so she can't instantly like, I love you, which I kind of like, rather than like her reading the letter and then all of a sudden everything floods back like, oh Peter, yay, happy ending. So I'm like, oh, this sticks more to his life than crap sort of thing. And she's like, yeah, I don't love you. And thank you for saving my life, sort of thing. Yeah, I can't know you. You're like, ugh. And you can see him like breaking inside, like, oh, this is kind of sad. And then she goes, I'm gonna go, and then she leaves, which is it's quite awkward as well. And she goes like, oh, I forgot my phone, so can you take me back? And he's like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of sad. So then they're having the most awkward like web slinging ride back to the place because obviously she basically broke up with someone she was never with, and he's having a
yeah.
So it's so awkward. So it's super awkward. And then he drops to the flat, and it's like, so do you want to come in? It's like, well, I was like, was it like, I think you should meet Ned. I think you kind of appreciate it. It's like, okay. So they go upstairs, and Ned's phone starts going off because all we've got to say that he's made a spy tracker device which is kind of cool. But I feel like this is going to set up for more problems in Spider-Man's life because now people just know who he is. Cool. So yeah, and then so he goes, MJ, Spider-Man's in the near vicinity. He goes, oh, and then you hear Spider-Man go, oh wow, that's pretty cool. And he's like, oh, you're Spider-Man. He's like, yeah, I'm here. And then they start talking and just having friend time, but obviously he's still got a mask on. So like, oh yeah. So MJ just sitting there while them two are talking about everything, and then I'm gonna call me Ganky. Ned asks him really questions. Like, so when you're swim swinging, you need to pee. Do you just pee on a rooftop, or do you go into a coffee shop and go, hey, I'm Spider-Man, can I use the toilet? And then Spider-Man goes like, no, I don't pee on a rooftop. And then MJ's like, so of all the questions to ask, you ask this? He goes, yeah. And he goes, and Spider-Man's, yeah, why don't you ask about my webbing? And Ned goes, oh, it must be this, that. And Spider-Man's like, well, you're kind of right, but it's this instead. And then, while that's going on, Peter has an epiphany about. No, he doesn't have an epiphany, does he? It's not too. No, he does. But he goes, oh, why did he say something about Sarah? I never mentioned. Now, what? How did he get to the point of calling Ileana?
Oh, because I think because Ned. Okay, no. So they're like, oh, Ned made the online order for something, so he had to step away for a second. Yeah, conveniently.
Yeah.
And then Peter's like, oh, you know, I mean, you know, it's nice to hang out with you guys, you know, before and stuff like that. And
yeah.
And I'm sorry that you got possessed by Jean and stuff like that. And she goes, oh, it's cool. I don't remember any of it. Like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you kissed me, and I thought you should know that. And she's like, okay, that's cool that you let me know. It's a bit weird.
Bit weird, but
that she did that.
Yeah.
But you're apologizing for something that I don't remember, so you didn't even need to tell me in the first place. If it would have been, you know, I don't know, would never known any better. And he's like, wait a minute. So if you don't recall anything when she jumps into you, he goes, no. All I know is that she jumped into me, and then I was falling off a building. No, so all I'm saying, there was the point where she jumped into me, it went all blank, and then next thing I know, I was falling off the building, and you saved me. And he's like, wait a minute, who's this? How does this guy know about this Sarah thing? Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So that's when he calls up. She calls up Ileana. He's like, hello. He's like, oh, so this really is your office because you're still in the bathhouse thing. Yeah. And then he goes, yeah, I got some information on this Jean Grey character. Everything's scrubbed and it was all done by damage control. But they found out that she had a sister called Sarah, and that's when Simon was like, wait, what? And then why this going on? Ganky and that are in why keep calling Ganky? Ned and MJ are in the background, and she's like, oh, hi, who are they? And it's like, oh yeah, big fans. Like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
So then Spider-Man leaves to go and speak to Jean because he realized there's mystery afoot. So he makes his way to Roosevelt Island, and while he's doing that, he gets a call from Punisher saying, are you on your way to Roosevelt Island? He goes, yeah, how do you know that? He goes, I've got eyes everywhere. And he basically got the Spider-Man tracker app, and he goes, if you go there, do what you got to do. He's like, no, I'm not doing that, Frank. He goes, well, if you don't, things can happen. He's like, so then he hangs up, and then Frank's still driving, and then we see Jean Grey tied up in a cabin, Finn's cabin, and she's like, wait, what's going on? And then the Damage Control boss comes and goes, so you have special gifts and we need to, but you can't control them. But imagine if you could put those gifts into someone who could control it. So you're gonna help us do that, like just like your sister carry on her legacy. From then, I would have realized, wait, you only say legacy if someone was dead. So why don't I she didn't clock then?
And also then, she said, we thank your sister for her sacrifice. And I'm like, wait a minute, because also then...
yeah, exactly. Also
at that point, she's like, what have you done with my sister? Where is she? I was like, oh, no. You know exactly what they've done.
You know exactly. Like, why are you being so, like, divvy to this? So then...
Yeah. The power of denial.
Yeah. And then, so he leaves the room, and then this is what I found kind of weird. So why did you do the cabin bit? It doesn't make any sense. Well, okay, sure. So then he leaves the room, and then you see all the like the walls and stuff go up, and she's like in a glass box. Well, not a glass box, like a see-through box sort of thing, tied up in a room with like a bed and that. And then he goes into like a control center, and then he's basically saying, "Yeah, so we're gonna test this out to see how powerful you can be, and then with your sacrifice or your help, we're gonna, be able to mimic these powers and give to someone else with the ability to do it, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
So then, we have a flashback as well to her with her sister, because they found out her sister was also a telepath, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're sitting in a park, which I'm pretty sure that's a park in London. But anyways, and like, hey, who do you want to be today, Jean? She's like, that one's like, okay, try. And she's like, well, ain't she too far? I was like, yeah, well, this is how you do it. You got to do this to be able to get to that person. So she teaches her the leaping thing. You're going to go to a certain distance, but if you time it right, you can keep going. It's like, okay. So then we see her sister use the powers, and he's like, okay. Then he starts talking about their mum, like, yeah, she wasn't really a mum. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, if you were different, still haven't used the word mutant yet. Like, you're different, a parent will still love you no matter what. She's like, okay, cool. So and then Jean's like, okay, you're right, whatever. And then, because Jean's kind of down that she's I'm gonna say special, so the mutant, and it's just like, well, it's
gifted.
Gifted
is the word you're looking for.
Yes, gifted. So then she goes, okay, well, do you want ice cream? What do you want? She's like, okay, I'll have this. So sister walks up to the ice cream truck, and then as she's doing that, all these cars come in. And we see her get tranked, and then Jean's like, what? And she sees the fool, and then all these cars come in with guns, and then Jean's like, oh no, she'll run to her sister, and her sister's like, you need to go free, so I can't let you do this. So then she uses her telepathic powers to control Jean to make her walk away, and then Jean wakes up later and everything's back to normal, and that's when she realizes her sister was gone and she's all alone. And then we go back to Jean in the building, and they start forcing her telepathic powers against the wall to do relay so they can see how powerful she is. And then Spider-Man swings to Roosevelt Island, and he fights the guards and stuff. And while that's going on as well, he's fighting the guards, and he gets closer and closer. And while this is all going on, they're doing more and more experiments with Jean, and then it gets to a point where her powers start to evolve. This is where she gets her telekinesis.
So they try to force her to telepathically jump, and the distances are getting slightly longer than her limit. But each time they force her to go and come back, she's getting whiplash from it.
Yeah.
And then eventually her head reels upwards, and then she sees the vent, right?
Yeah.
And she sees the vent brand, which says V, and then you got like a little bit of tape on the side that's coming off, so it obscures the rest. The ENT bit and EC Max. V Max, yes, like a...
Yeah.
Do you ever see Star Trek V'ger? Star Trek 1, I think that was. Star Trek, the motion picture.
Yeah. They do the same
so
sort of thing.
Voyager and V'ger.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Or the Craggle in the Lego movie, which is the Crazy Glue.
Crazy Glue, yeah. That's a good movie. So then she looks up and realizes, my sister died here.
Yeah.
And she telepathed me the last thing she saw. And I was like, oh, your sister's that strong to do that, but you didn't know that. And that's when she kind of snaps, and her brain, you see on their charts that her brain's evolving, and then the guy trying to stop it, and then I don't know if it's the guy. Did she take over the guy at this point? When it's like, yeah, she got through it. Yeah, and then she does like a omega psychic attack on everyone within like 6 miles of the place. So then this big like bubble engulfs the whole of the island plus certain parts of New York, and we see the Punisher driving, and he sees it happen, and he's like, oh no. But then while this is going on as well, that happens, and then
Well, just
doesn't
before we
affect
get onto
Spider-Man
that, how
because he's
many more
in the
movies
facility,
do you
I guess.
reckon
I don't know.
they're gonna do with
Nick
Tom
says
and
that part.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
2 more, and then you're saying that they're gonna pass the identity off to Miles Morales, where
But they
and
also
then
didn't
maybe
affect
Tom Holland would make
the hand in that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I got confused by this
any
part.
Avengers crossovers.
Okay, all right. So, yeah. So, anyways,
Oh, they
so
could do that.
yeah, and the Spider-Man gets
I
to
reckon
there.
they'll
He's
just
fighting
pass
the
them out
hand,
because they're going to be like
and
money can
they're
be made.
better than him.
Yeah. Though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no issues
As a
to me
tangent.
for a 40-year-old Spider-Man because
Yeah.
he's aging in real time.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like realistically
Yeah.
speaking,
And that's when
50-year-old Spider-Man.
Frank's
and
on
then
the
you
phone
can
to
have
like,
your Miles Morales
kid, you got to like
be in like
sort
year
this
5
out
or
because there's
something
like a
that, maybe?
big bubble outside of New York. It's frozen people, and it could get bigger. So you need to do what you have to do. And then while they're talking, Spider-Man gets kind of like uppercut. He gets clothed under something and slides on the side of his face, which I thought was hilarious. Which broke his comms to Frank, and then Frank's like, okay, I guess I got to do this myself. So he jumps in his car. And then goes to a rooftop.
Yeah, exactly.
So then Spider-Man's getting battered and stuff. He gets closer and closer to the door, but then the hand just
go
takes him out.
give you start, and
he takes off
look,
his mask.
I do like that. It's
I don't know.
Okay.
He takes off his mask.
There's no main
I think he's all
villain
bloody and stuff, and
in
like
this
it's like
per se.
literally like
just
it's the end of
this happens
Spider-Man.
to be an
sort of thing.
adventure that's happening
Then
to
he
Spider-Man
realizes
within a specific time frame.
He needs to let
yeah,
the beast free in
it
another
doesn't
word
need,
sort of
like,
thing, innit?
not every
Yeah.
movie. Well, not
So then
but
his
so
eyes
far
go
they've
black.
had like lead bad guys in Spider-Man movies, right?
You take the championship,
So,
they go
like,
black, but then
it's
sort of
a nice break not to have a
it's like
familiar.
this is my way how we did it. So it's kind of like when Vegeta turns Super Saiyan 4 with the Blitzray thing, right?
Just doing stuff that's
and then he goes to the big giant ape, and he goes,
day-to-day life,
everyone thinks he goes crazy. He goes, haha, fooled you all, and then he goes Super Saiyan 4. This kind of that with Spider-Man.
So it's a nice little switch.
Because you see, I go black, and then he goes back to normal, and he breaks off the his web shooters. Then
this
he
is
starts
a
using
Spider-Man
organic
film.
ones. And then
It just is like
he just like
let's just say the
tanks
massive adventures happen here, there, and wherever, right? During the month.
Now
or
he's
whatever it is.
he's let free. He's more stronger.
Like
So
a
he
low
beats them all up.
a low stakes week,
And he does that cool thing,
which then becomes a bit higher
he-
stakes. But it's not like
he shoots his webs to the ceiling and then pulls himself up, and he comes down and then does some
I think
weird
it's relaxer week.
interlock with wrist.
For the past 4 years, they tend to give you what
his webs out
I
like
think the character's gone
a
through, so it's kind of a bit wavy.
sprinkler.
But yeah, and it's just
Yeah.
an adventure that
Yeah.
happens to be happening
That was
at
cool.
this particular time.
Yeah, Maximus Spider. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be awesome. They should have done that. And so then he beats all them, and then breaks through the door, slides in on the door into the thing, and like, gee,
Exactly. Or there's a big
just stop
robbery
this.
happening or something. It's just
and she by this time as well, she's pulled over.
he just walks into something
that-
and then
the
other stuff
the
happens.
boss of
and they're like, yeah,
that
right.
got all glass around. But if you come any further, I'm gonna kill him. Like, no, Jean. Like, once you do this, there's no coming back, sort of thing. Even though she's really technically maybe paralyzed someone, but anyway, we won't talk about that. And then she's like, "No, you can't do this." And I can go into your mind and goes, "All right, go for it." So then,
as me and you,
she goes into his mind, and throughout the film as well, we could mention this.
What
he keeps
are they
having this
cutting out
flashback with him and
context?
Aunt
Or
May.
what do they tease? Or what is the scene
where
that
he's
wasn't
still
there
upset and
when
why
we
he
watched the
hasn't
movie?
really
Because
told
sometimes
anyone
they cut these
about
things.
him being Spider-Man because of what happened to her because she knew he was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then,
So,
but this time she's in Peter's shoes, so you see Aunt May talking to Jean, saying like, just because you got power and stuff, you're not alone. There's always someone to help you. You don't to be scared because people love you. And then Jean starts crying, and Aunt May turns into Peter and is like, "See, you'd be fine." She goes,
yes.
"But I'm alone." She goes,
But
"You're not
as
alone.
far
You
as
have
the
me."
as the
And
story
then she's
went,
like, "Ah,
what was
okay."
your opinion?
And then
on
she
it?
breaks out of it, and yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
but he's got the other power now, so yeah.
There's
Yeah.
certain things that in the movie, well, it could be multiple things in the movie. Well, I look, when I say you've grown about, I mean like there's multiple
Yeah.
points in the movie where not there's a negative or anything, but I could feel this is predictable, or maybe this is obvious, or something like that. But there's some things where I was like, oh, maybe it isn't this, and then sometimes I thought, and when we get to it in the spoiler section, I'll throw you an idea I had during when things are starting to ramp up a little bit, and I was like, oh, are they doing a different take on this character? And then
big pile of blood.
Tell me whether your thoughts as to it as we start breaking down the movie when we go there. But but yes, this is low enough stakes but high enough threat.
Yeah,
the best way to put it.
And then
and there's many characters in it where we will not go in say spoilers as well. But do you think they had a place there, or do you think they were like written in and another character could have taken their place?
That's what I thought. Like, oh wow, that's a weird way to do it. He's unlocked new powers, and now you're gonna kill him. Cool. All right, sure. Cole Young treatment. Yeah. Well, I thought he was gonna do the thing where he went to cocoon and then come out in a new body. Yeah. I was like, okay. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen, but no. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, I just thought that happened, and then that's like because only reason why I thought that because when Spider-Man was watching the videos of the spiders and it's all like they change body. I thought that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna and they put touch on the Mauler thing later on, not straight away.
About
the but then this way I was like, that's all right, makes sense. So Punisher walks in the hospital like with him and now going raw Punisher growl. So then he's in the hospital, and then they got news things like Spider-Man was shot, and and all the New York put in for him. Hopefully, he doesn't die.
Somebody's not in it, so
oh wow,
we forget that.
Kind of deep. And then you see him lying in the hospital.
I think it made sense to follow. I mean, what they could have done,
and then you see him like breathing, and then you see Jean on the bus, and then she does something,
a missed opportunity to not follow up
comes to
some of the stuff that they had set up previously. And I do like that Frank they mention some of the stuff that happened before. Don't gloss it. They don't pretend it doesn't happen, but they're like, so this is a gets a mention here and there, of previous.
That's what I thought as well.
And there's a key component as well that they had to bring back, and I did like that there were. But
then I think because they did the Westchester thing, that's too on the nose. Like, okay. Yeah, I know, but it's a bit too much.
Okay, go on.
But then it's a bit too, because then it kind of even though you don't need to follow comics to a T, but then it kind of contradict how they get to Jean, because they find Jean's technically the first recruit because they find her in it. Well, they go to get her, and then that's what I'm saying. Still what they want.
Or they could have done if in the comics where he takes off his mask, right?
Yeah.
And then all the people that did forget in the comics suddenly remember when they see his face. Yeah. What did you think of the Spider-Man costume?
Which they ended up changed. They changed it.
It's very bright, but in some areas where it's like a low lighting, it's okay, it stands out.
Westchester thing. And then Spider-Man wakes up, and then Frank's then like, "Oh, kid, you're alive." Like, because of
and I think her voodoo the magic. One at the end of No Way Home seemed to be like a more kind of, reflective,
saved you in a way. Like, I like her. Yeah, she's all right. I was like, okay. And then Spider-Man wakes up, and then Frank's like, "Before we go any further, kid, I want to say sorry." He's like, "Frank, I don't know, sorry, like you're a good person, and the kind of good thing I have in my life, and then to make bring it, make it less awkward for a Punisher. I just see you cry, Frank. Like, no, let's start laughing again.
Which part when you get rich and go bust as well?
Crying, and it's like, you're funny, kid. I like you. And then he's like, so don't worry about the mask thing. No one's seen it because I've had you covered. So obviously, no one's gonna go in the room.
It was a good costume.
So
I thought, yeah,
that
good
makes
design.
sense.
It looked like it was
And
a
then
bit
so if you want to leave, I've got you covered.
tight,
All right.
skin tight.
So then we see Spider-Man. We see Peter walking out in his speeding
It's meant to look like life,
and
but
you
how's
see
it
like,
meant to?
oh, sorry, I forgot to say, there's lots of like
Sit
his
on
fans and stuff
on
outside,
his
like waiting, like
physical
cheering
form.
him on.
Not like,
hopefully
for
he
example,
survives
the
stuff.
Henry Cavill.
So he walks out and then
was like, okay,
he gets into the
now
crowd and they
it
start
looks
cheering.
like
He
it's made
thinks
of
cheering
fake
at him.
material.
Then he
But
looks
if
up,
that's
you
the case,
see
how can we see
Frank
that
upstairs in these
the veins in his
hospital room
arms
with the
his
glove, with the
biceps,
mask on and glove
his
waves.
six-pack,
Hey!
that doesn't make any
And
sense.
then Peter's like, oh, so he walks on. But I didn't like
I
when
mean, like
he
this
goes
costume,
to the room and see him from behind. To make himself look shorter, he's standing like in a
comics, right?
with
We're
his
still
legs
not
wide.
seeing that.
So if he looks
that
shorter, then
tighter musculature.
so like,
on
okay,
the guy.
that's fine.
Anyways,
And then
I was like, oh,
Spider-Man comes out, leaves.
I thought it might have been made of like a little bit more thicker material to be
Yeah,
not bulletproof per se, but impact
Yeah.
resistant to a certain degree.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Psh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he couldn't be Miles. He's too.
Yeah. I just thought it's like because I'd say the visual effects for the costume has
Yeah.
gotten much better because as we can know from
Yeah, he's like straight Latino,
Captain America
yeah.
Civil
So
War,
like, oh,
Spider-Man
okay. So I like
Homecoming,
that.
where it was
And then-
tight, but it just looked like
Then we go to Peter
wrinkle-free CG on it.
sitting on a roof.
Whereas this little like not necessarily
Drinking
loose,
coffee,
loose
and
stuff, but
then
there's like ripples.
It
and stuff
shows
like that, and
he has memory
like,
flashbacks of him,
the Andrew
Ned,
Garfield
and
Spider-Man costume had
MJ sitting on roofs and all that stuff and
a certain
hugging.
thickness about it as well.
And
But
then
it also
he gets
like when
happy.
he's diving through
And then
the city, you're getting all that.
what happened?
Yeah,
after that?
exactly. That's why I'm like, oh, what's that material made of? But apparently, I see.
Wait,
Supposedly,
what
it's
happened
all the
after that?
Spider-Man costumes, live-action Spider-Man costumes so far. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
made
then
of,
yeah,
like,
then
nylon,
yeah, it's all
like,
that.
or
Then
whatever it
Peter,
is,
let me
because
see Peter
I'm
doing
like,
his usual routine where he goes and get the flowers. Goes, oh, it's
I'm sure.
that's
Like,
brave,
we've seen wrestlers,
and then he sees Ned.
so we're like, we know
eating
how
on
that
the
material
table,
fits on
and
the
then
body.
He's like, oh, he's about to leave. Like, you know what? He's remember what Aunt May said that he's not going to be alone anymore. He's got people. So
but
then
if
he
you're
went over
telling me,
to Ned, he goes, hey, he
meant
goes,
to be super thin material.
oh, you're a flower guy. Like,
Alright,
yeah.
okay.
Then he shakes his hand. Then he does this handshake from the original film.
I mean, it's just that we
then
know that like Daredevil's
Ned's
costume
like,
in his own series,
Peter.
it's not meant to
Like-
be skin tight. It's meant to be some sort of armor. Yeah. So you can see as Bill. Oh, unless he's wearing the
He introduces
black
Peter.
costume.
Then he's doing a
Not
handshake,
Spider-Man,
and then he
I mean,
says to him,
Daredevil.
Peter Parker.
Where you still see it's tight on Charlie Cox's
Yeah.
body, and he's beefy guy,
yeah.
right?
And then
But yeah, you can see the
Yeah.
Daredevil suit. The Daredevil suit is meant to be, it takes some damage and still leave the guy inside able to do stuff.
yeah.
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 So I was like, oh,
Peter. Yeah.
That's what I was like.
Let's go back
what-
to that.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Black Panther costume
Yeah.
is made of vibranium, so it's one of those things where it's like, okay,
Yeah, it
the
comes back
costumes are
round,
tight,
yeah.
but are they made of special material that blah 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 this that, the other? As we were saying about Fantastic Four as well, where it's unstable molecule,
Yeah.
so they can whatever with their powers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
so I
what-
kind
that's what
I
we were
kind of see it as one.
like, I
It could be
guess it
either
looks
those.
like it's
Either
just
way,
made up.
it makes sense. Yeah, it's like okay. So that was
Whatever
cool.
machine
And then
printing
it
thing
ends
that
there.
Peter Parker's using to make it.
And that's when everyone clapped. Yeah.
Yeah. I never knew that you could just program costumes on a 3D printer to print it, but if you say so.
Yeah.
Oh well, did he inherit it? Did he steal it because he doesn't have access to it before, or because Spider-Man is an Avenger, he has access to Avengers level stuff, and then when he just walks out of the Avengers tower with it, they're like, "All right, Spider-Man, we trust you."
Yeah. But like I thought,
back
like,
in the day when
I saw
we know
someone.
you, but just like Edge.
People was coming out saying, "Oh, they're talking about this different universe Spider-Man." And I was like, "Wait, what? Where'd you get that from?"
So
right, two things I
thought
thought. Right,
it's
even though
cool
one doesn't make any
adventure
sense.
story.
I don't know why
I thought
it.
there was certain
I was like,
threads
"Oh,
that
the
they were
symbiote." I don't know why I thought that.
Go
I don't know why, but then I kind of can because you know the symbiotes have a hive
and then there
mind.
was some
Every
things where I
universe
was like,
knows.
"Oh,
every
don't tell me he's the creator
symbiote in every
X, whatever
universe
it
has the
is,
same hive mind, so
item.
they get information. That's why Eddie
So I
Brock
was like,
knew
oh,
who
that's a bit-
Spider-Man
that's a
was,
bit-
even
I
though he
mean,
knows
like, some
Peter Parker
changes
was,
we
you know
can
what I mean?
allow
Like,
for, like
who's this Peter
Tony
Kid? Yeah.
Stark made Ultron.
And then
fine, yeah.
I also thought, okay, is this leading to Secret Wars? Because
Yeah, exactly.
He's not on
that,
Earth.
that you can,
Yeah,
and
so
some other
okay.
changes where you're like, okay, this makes
Yeah.
a bit sense in the MCU, right? Whether
Yeah.
it's comics accurate or whatever, right? But it's the characters they have at the time or whatever they need to go.
Yeah.
Fair enough, yeah. But I was like,
yeah.
is this particular item going to be a Peter Parker creation? Because I'm like, I hope that's a bit, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Any particular strings that you thought, because we
Yeah,
might be thinking of the same thing though.
Yes, I thought that was
maybe
alright.
they should have went a bit more in a particular direction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you expecting some guest appearances?
Yeah.
One or not a bunch, just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but no.
Oh, well, we wait till so you'll reveal there, because I might be there's more, because there's multiple people that I might think that you're thinking of, only because Avengers Doomsday is the next one, so yeah. I do like, okay, they have an after credits, but it's a troll one. Now I have to applaud them for it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say, if you waited
cool,
10 minutes for the after credits, and you saw that, I had one guy by cinema and go, is that it? And I was like, yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah. But saying that now, right? Yeah.
I'm not one of them. Okay, not to say, because people do clap after the film, right? And there's some people get really hype at certain moments as well. Like when Captain America beating up Thanos with Thor's hammer, and then people huddling and cheering. Oh, yeah.
Plot convenience, but yeah. Especially, they used him well though. For something a PG, they used him pretty well. So like, yeah. No,
I do like it though when there's. This didn't happen in my cinema, but I do like it when.
And it makes sense.
Like
someone a street level
a character reveal
person
or
like him
plot
to be in
twist
the
or
story
something. You
rather
hear
than
people
like
all in the audience
an
going,
overpowered Avenger. You know what I mean?
Like that,
yeah.
It's like, oh well, that means whoever wrote that, like and they got the audience script so much, they followed it hard and they were like, ooh.
Nah, I don't think it would work with Daredevil.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I in my screening, I think I was like, yeah, that's it. It's like some people knew, some people didn't, and some
But that's kind of I don't know. Then it kind of doesn't bring away the urgency sort of stuff. Like, okay, he can do all this, so yeah.
Well, which character would that be?
Well,
okay. So
you're like,
right.
Okay. There was no sort of mystery there. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. The character that I meant from the very beginning. Okay.
Yeah, that's not gonna go well. No.
Have you seen? Okay. Do I say it now? Do I say it up? Okay. Let me put it this way, right? And it's not a spoiler. So have you seen the Have you seen the interviews with Sadie Sink?
No.
Well, that's the thing,
yes
right?
and no.
That's the thing. When you watch these interviews, you go and watch them afterwards, yeah. But when you go to watch these interviews, and they ask her,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
who's she playing? All you get is this. All you get is nothing. She's like, I can't say. I can't speak about that. Like, what's the point of having her in there? Like, it's funny because you got all the cast. You got the cast members, yeah, like John Bernthal and whatever, and Mark Ruffalo, whatever, like all those people, yeah. Let's say Scorpion or whoever, yeah. And then they ask him about their character, whatever. And then when they ask her, she's like, I can't say. So like, what's the? I get it. Exactly, that's the other thing, right? If she can't say anything, she's only there to fill a seat.
But then even then, like,
I know
if you
she's
get past
important
that part,
in the context
then
of
you
the
wouldn't
film.
get the end with Peter getting shot because
in
no one else uses guns. So I mean,
if she can't say anything, why is she there?
Because you kind of do need Punisher. or Winter
Yeah,
Soldier.
and it'd be,
Yeah,
but
that's
the thing is, obviously,
This
it's going to
too
be a bit
small for
silly
him.
to do interviews her to promote the film when the film's already out. So
Yeah.
they're stuck in a catch-22.
Yeah. But then, then you kind of you don't have the same ending.
Oh, all
yeah.
she can really say is, "I'm in the film,
Yeah.
and go watch the film." yeah. I met these guys. It's like, okay, the vaguest, non-vague stuff that you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can't even say it. By the way, I know I maybe I shouldn't be here because they want to keep my I'm on the download, but at the same time I'm contracted to be here. So
I don't think Doomsday. If any,
I'm in the film. What can I say otherwise?
Secret War or something.
Which is really odd because when
weird to like, hey, by the way,
Marvel
this is your
usually
X-Men. Like,
ask people, people that are playing Marvel characters are usually in these films.
Yeah,
like
so
Andrew
wait,
Garfield
what?
and
Okay,
Daphne
that's
Keane.
weird.
And they asked them,
thing to
"Oh yeah,
frame
are you
it.
in this film?" And they basically just say, they just no sell it. Yeah, who?
Yeah.
Yeah. They haven't contacted me, which I think more people should do actually, just for the troll of it now, because it's like, yeah. I'm enjoying the dodge, and sometimes they are like they asked Charlie Cox if he was in the film. And he gave one of them answers where you were like, "Is he or isn't he?" Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I'm like, all right. Well, at this point, we don't know who we can trust because the Marvel NDAs are in action. You know.
Doomsday.
Yeah. I mean, whatever money they're paying you to be in these films or not be in these films, and then a potential sequel money or whatever, right? Of course, you're gonna just keep your mouth shut. Unless you're like Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, same.
You spoiled the.
Cause I reckon.
Yeah. Or Tom Holland himself, but
I reckon most of the X-Men are gonna die, right, in this film, except for maybe Cyclops.
Yeah. He probably knows how much money is gonna not be in his bank account if something comes out wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, ever that. I think
Or they
all
put
the
the
X-Men
right
will die in
people
that
for the
world.
interviews.
And some, not all of them, but Cyclops and someone else will be
you see,
in
like their publicity agent or something
the
like
mix of the film, you know what I mean? Rather than all of them, I don't think they're all going to survive.
Yeah. Well, it's not explaining this to what you just did, the cutthroat gesture. Yeah. But sometimes there's a little tap or a little prod. Just be like, on watch. Yeah, exactly. Anyways,
can't wait.
You enjoyed the film. Yes, and certain characters did not take away from your enjoyment of the film.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how I feel about all this.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I enjoyed the film. Like I said,
we basically told you the whole film.
A slice of life film.
So yes, thank you for listening. Don't forget,
I think
they
should
like,
do
share,
more of.
subscribe,
The
follow us on
with a
Instagram,
big budget
Twitter,
film,
TikTok. All that information can be found on top. We watch on YouTube.
Action and adventure.
If you're listening to us on the audio machines,
in one of the
down in the description.
like Wonder Man was like a more of a slice of life.
Got any questions? Yeah, shout us out on there. And until then, guys, I have been the man who keeps letters to girlfriends who don't know me anymore, and then I give it to them and they're like, bro, I don't love you because I don't know you, and I cry. Kyle Charles.
How unfortunate. I did like that show.
Yeah.
I guess I guess sometimes the slice of life is doesn't bring in the ratings. I don't know.
Yeah, they would have done it. Oh, I wish they established him at some point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, messy. Yeah. Very messy.
Yeah. Maybe they gender swap and agree. Wonder Woman.
And until next time, guys, thank you for taking a trip with us around the multiverse. Bye.